I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024, Bank of America, N.A.
Something amazing is happening in education. Students are inspired and engaged. That's because school districts consulted with CDW, who designed modern classroom solutions with pre-configured HP devices, making learning more accessible, secure, and immersive. Now, when students study topics like elephants, it feels like elephants are there with them. HP and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at CDW.
Attention all Schaumburg Boomers fans. Attention all Schaumburg Boomers fans. Come out for a great night of baseball at Wintrust Field at 1999 Spring and Scoot Road in Schaumburg, Illinois. Join us May 18th versus the Florence Yalls for Bark in the Park. Bring your furry friends for a day at the ballpark. Presented by Gulf Rose Animal Hospital. With a pregame catch on the field and pregame autographs presented by Wintrust.
For many years, Italian Pizza Kitchen in Roselle has been serving quality and excellence. Italian Pizza Kitchen is family-owned with experience in preparing authentic Italian cuisine with the freshest, highest quality ingredients since the 50s. Your food is always prepared fresh with the same traditions, recipes, and standards that they've perfected over the years. Italian Pizza Kitchen has a passion for great cuisine and customer service. Visit ItalianPizzaKitchen.com.
It is 6:06 here on WRMN on a Monday morning. Hope you're feeling okay. Welcome to Studio 14 in downtown Elgin. It is time for the first shift. I'm Marky B reporting. The first shift starts each day with our Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And good Monday morning and welcome to WRMN from the Fox River Valley Media Network.
Welcome to the first shift right here on the Voice of the Valley, WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM. Don't get that excited. I'm only introducing Marky B. Exactly. Featuring local news and sports, your Fox Valley forecast, and local traffic twice an hour at 15 and 45 minutes past. Timely interviews, a radio shopping show preview, milestones and memories, and born on dates of the lates and greats. Elgin Trivia, and all of your phone calls, texts, and Facebook comments as part of the staff meeting. The First Shift is the most informative, entertaining, and interactive morning show in all of the Fox River Valley and beyond.
You liar!
Well, okay. At least it makes great background noise, whether you're at work, in the car, or at home.
Whatever.
Your host, Marky B, maintains an upbeat attitude every day despite the fact that he's saddled with an overall lack of talent, a delusioned ego, and false hope for a bright future.
Loser.
Yeah, he's pretty much a loser. But at least he tries. Welcome to Studio 14 in downtown Elgin for The First Shift on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Welcome to The First Shift here at WRMN on a Monday morning, live from Studio 14, downtown Elgin. We get things cranked up today. Brand new week is here. Are you ready? It is 9 past 6 at the start of the show today. And we're looking at some rain coming in over the next couple of days. So let's go ahead and start with the forecast today. We'll check some local news throughout this hour, including some news at the bottom of the hour at about 6:30 this morning. But we start with the weather. Fair skies and 63 degrees right now. It's warm. It's warm outside after a very warm weekend, and the warmth continues today. Wind's not a factor right now out of the southeast at 3 miles per hour. 63 right now, headed for a high of about 83 today. Showers and thunderstorms rolling in, mainly middle to late afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies throughout the day before the rain rolls in, with a high of 83. Tonight, still a 40% chance of a shower, but not until way late, almost a couple of hours before the first shift starts tomorrow. And a low of 64 tonight. 83 today, 64 tonight. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of a shower, mainly late in the day. Partly sunny and hot. Tomorrow's high reaching 88 degrees, hot on your Tuesday. Tomorrow night, showers and thunderstorms are likely. Looks like a cool front might come through a little bit, dropping the low down to 61. I guess you can call that cool front. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the weather moderates a lot. They look very pleasant days. Wednesday's high about 75 degrees, mostly sunny skies, all the way down to 52 Wednesday night. Thursday's high 76, more sunshine. And then Friday, a chance of showers in the afternoon with more sunshine otherwise, at a high of 76. So 75, 76, 76 to close the week after a hot start, which will peak out at 88 tomorrow. Right now we're at 63. Winds out of the southeast at 3 miles an hour. This is the first shift here at WRMN on a mighty Monday morning. Coming up on the show today, Larry Jones is here. And he'll be here in a little while. Anyway, he's not here yet, but Larry will be in, and we'll do our thing this morning between 7 and 9 o'clock. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us about your weekend, maybe. 847-931-1410, the number to call all the time. Here on the show. Did you have a good weekend? Let's talk about it. Had a pretty busy weekend, a busy local weekend. Bounced around quite a bit, especially on Saturday. And went to the very nice, very well done Elgin Fire Barn Museum Memorial Ceremony. And that was Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. And we got things off to an early start Saturday morning, and was bouncing around Elgin quite a bit Saturday throughout the day. And that was certainly the highlight of of the day, I would say. It was a warm, very warm morning. A lot of people were getting hot, especially the law enforcement officers and the firefighters who were fully in uniform for the event. And some of the elected officials, city officials that were there, were standing out in the sun watching it for a while. Then they drifted over to where I was standing, more under the tree. So it was a warm day, but the fire department does a great job of putting that together. The American flag was very impressive, and the chairs they had out, and just the whole setup. The setup was very nicely done. Fire trucks out, and representatives from all the local firefighting agencies were there. So that was, I would say, the highlight of my day Saturday. Bought some new lawn chairs at a yard sale right after the fire barn memorial. That was a highlight for me. I like my new chairs. And I went to a Priggy auction briefly, and picked up a couple of old radios. I figured the director Dino might like a couple of more radios around here. We try to have radios in most of the rooms around here, tuned to WRMN, just to make sure everything is fine, and of course to hear the radio station too. So maybe we can get use out of these radios. Not a whole lot that I saw at that auction that I need right now, but I grabbed that. Hope you had a great weekend, whatever you did. Did you get out? Did you eat? You enjoy the outdoors? You probably ate at some point, right? What'd you eat? We can talk about it this morning. 847-931-1410 if you want to chat about it as the show goes on today. Someone wants to chat right now. He's the legendary Gary Dice, calling the show early this morning. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Mike. Hey, I'd just like to announce that we'll be out there at Bluff City Cemetery at 9 o'clock today to put the poles and flags up. I'd like to get a lot of help if we can maybe get it all done today. It'd be appreciated. 9 o'clock at Bluff City at the main gate. And afterwards, tomorrow, I will have anybody who wants to come over have a sandwich or something for helping us. I appreciate it, too. Tomorrow about 12 o'clock at my house at 280 South Melrose.
Cool.
But today at 9 o'clock at Bluff City, if anybody wants to help, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. Have a nice day, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Gary. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
We hope to get it done today if we could. So.
Yeah, isn't it today and tomorrow, both days at 9, and then Wednesdays in the afternoon? Is that right?
Well, I see Wednesdays, the little flags that the groups put them up. My group is going to be out there at 3 o'clock, right now at 3 o'clock Wednesday at Section 6. Anybody wants to come out and help with that too. But they do it all day long on Wednesday. But I'm not in charge of that. I mean, I'm not setting that up, so I don't want to really say what time they're starting.
Yeah. Okay.
But today, at 9 o'clock, I'm going to try to get everything up in case it does start raining this afternoon or something, you know.
Yeah. All right, Gary. Well, thanks for all that.
Got all the hold Joe Friday. I appreciate all the help Friday, too. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for calling and making that announcement.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Gary Dice checking in with a big announcement about the flags. And, yeah, everybody is getting ready for a big Memorial Day weekend coming up. And a lot going on at the Bluff City Cemetery over the next couple of days. So, and rain expected, but not until later in the afternoon. So let's hope that holds true. If they get started at 9 o'clock this morning, and my forecast that I just looked at from the National Weather Service says that the rain, probably most of it not till after 3. That gives them a good 5-6 hours to get a lot done between 9 and 3. So if you're free and you're able, and you can get out there by 9 this morning, the more the better, and the faster things can get done. Good people here are volunteering in this great community. All right, so that's at 9 o'clock today and 9 tomorrow, and I know I saw it somewhere that it's also at 2 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, so I'll have to dig around and see where I saw that information, but we'll keep you posted on the next couple of days. Our friend Jackie helps out. She put the announcement in with me and Matt last week to announce it a few times here on the station. So let's get everything ready. Let's make Elgin look nice, and for the veterans and for everyone who attends the Bluff City Cemetery's Memorial Day ceremony, which is on Memorial Day, which is a week from today. And we'll be broadcasting it live right here on WRMN, as we always do. And that'll be next Monday at 11 a.m. right here on the radio station. And let's see. We also have The Wall That Heals coming up this weekend at Randall Oaks Park. And we're going to do a live broadcast from there as well, 4 to 6 on Friday afternoon. So we'll be patriotic this week here on WRMN and make sure that we honor those who served our country. 6:19 here at WRMN. All right, well, thanks for that announcement, Gary Dice. Coming up on the show today, we'll check in with, I mentioned Larry Jones. He'll be here. We'll have some news stories, hopefully take your phone calls, play a tune or two, and that's what we'll do. Later on this hour, I'll let you know what's happening on the radio shopping show today. Matt's got the Redemption Center opening today at noon, and he'll be on the air from 3 until 6 if you want to join him. At 847-931-1410. That's the number to call Matt after 3. Between noon and 3, you can call him at 847-741-7700. Let's see what else I wanted to announce right now. The word of the day from Blackhawks Brad. The word of the day. Illimitable. It's a tough word to say. Illimitable. Illimitable. Incapable of being limited. So it's more like unlimited then, right? Why wouldn't you just say unlimited? Illimitable. Hard to say. I'd go with unlimited. Incapable of being limited. Limitless. Boundless, says Blackhawks Brad. Let's win this day, says Blackhawks Brad. The bell's too far away. Let's win this day. Prayer number 1 from Blackhawks Brad. The eagle flies over the Fox River as well. And Blackhawks Brad gets the prayer scoreboard this morning as the American flag flies. 6:21 here at WRMN on a Monday morning. We are all on Snapchat. We're not on Snapchat. We're on YouTube. I don't know where Snapchat came from. We're on YouTube this morning. If you want to join us on YouTube at WRMN Radio on YouTube, subscribe to us. We'll go through everybody's comments and get to our staff meeting as the show unfolds today. And we will see what's on your mind. This is a group called Mr.
Baby, don't understand why we can't just hold on to each other's hands. This time might be the last I fear, unless I make it all too clear. I need you so.
Classic 1980s music right there. Steve George, a man with two first names, Steve and George. He was a keyboardist for the pop rock band Mr. Mister, and this was a U.S. #1 hit in 1985, #4 in the UK in '86. #1 hit, Broken Wings. Steve George, born on this date in 1955. He turns 69 years old today. We got some local news coming up in just a couple of moments. Keep it right here on the First Shift.
So take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to live so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Take these broken wings, you got to learn to fly, learn to live, love so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Yeah.
LaFleur Taco Grill at 910 Dundee Avenue at the corner of Slade in Elgin is under new management. Enjoy a huge selection of salads, quesadillas, tacos, burritos, and more. LaFleur Taco Grill also has American cuisine favorites and breakfast. Bring the kids. There's a kids menu that they'll love. Are you planning a party this summer? LaFleur also has catering with all types of both Mexican and American foods. Call 847-214-1306 or LaFleur Taco Grill on Facebook.
If you're not sure what to have for dinner, the Seven Dwarfs restaurant on the corner of Roosevelt and President in Wheaton has you covered. Their huge menu is sure to satisfy everyone. Enjoy the diner-styled atmosphere that's been serving up tasty food since the 50s. The Seven Dwarfs has lively decor and delicious entrees. They offer a hearty breakfast, plus 3 or 4 lunch specials daily. For dinner, it's all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays. And remember to try their barbecue ribs. Visit sevendwarfsrestaurant.com today.
There's a hidden gem in Elgin's South End. It harkens back to the days when going to a diner with family and friends was where everybody gathered for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Ray's Family Restaurant at 801 St. Charles Street in Elgin is a diner that you'll love with tasty food. The atmosphere and the staff are friendly and fast. They're open until 3 p.m. daily. You can never go wrong with Ray's. Visit raysfamilyrestaurant.com. That's raysfamilyrestaurant.com.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
Good wine and food bring people together. Vine and Plate Wine Bar and Provisions serves globally inspired plates and wines from around the world, bringing people together and creating moments that focus on what life is all about. Vine and Plate offers shared plates, flatbreads, sandwiches, and salads. You can choose wines from everywhere, and there's an extensive whiskey list too. Ingredients matter, quality matters, every detail matters. Visit thevineandplate.com today.
American Legion Post 57 in Elgin, Illinois presents Legion Cruise Nights. Wednesdays, May 8th, June 12th, July 10th, August 14th, and September 11th from 5 to 8 p.m. Come out and enjoy a great evening of cars, food, and music. Motorcycles, cars, trucks, military vehicles are all welcome. 50-50 raffles, door prizes. The event being sponsored by the American Legion Riders Post 57. 820 North Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittleitaly.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
We have a few clouds around this morning. Not sure we're going to see much sunshine today, but that's okay. We're going to stay dry, I think, for the next several hours at least. 63 degrees right now. Winds out of the south at 6 miles per hour as we head for a high of 83 on this Monday. Showers and thunderstorms are likely later in the afternoon. WRMN News Time is 6:29. It is Monday. It is May the 20th. Let's win this day. Elgin and the Fox River Valley are open for business. Let's check some news and sports.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzi. Explore proven results with Sky Rizzi. 38-year-old Victor Alon has pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of his wife, Wendy Alon. The incident occurring back in July of 2021, ending fatally when Victor strangled his wife during a domestic dispute. Attention now turns to the sentencing, which will occur on June 20th. He faces up to 60 years in prison. Elgin police officer Jordan Collins has been charged with 5 counts of possession of child pornography. The 33-year-old officer who has served the Elgin Police Department for 5 years was arrested while on duty. Elgin's downtown market is ready to kick off its summer season on June 7th with extended hours from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m., offering locals more time to explore after work. Running until August 30th, visitors can enjoy an array of fresh produce, meats, artisanal crafts, and live music. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros Restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as Slovaki and Grecian chicken. Slovaki is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Pirates got by the Cubs 3-2 at Wrigley Field on Sunday. Mitch Keller improved to 3-0 with a 1.29 ERA in 3 May starts. The righty allowed 2 runs and a pair of hits. He struck out 3 and walked 3. Nick Gonzalez hit a key 2-run single for the Pirates. Jack Sawinski went deep. The Yankees pounded the White Sox 7-2 in the Bronx on Sunday. New York has wins in 7 straight. They finished off a 3-game sweep over the Sox. Aaron Judge hit his 13th homer of the season and 7th in 13 games. Carlos Rodon won his 3rd straight start for New York. The Bulls are adding to their coaching staff. Former Wizards head coach Wes Unseld Jr. and Clippers assistant Dan Krager joining Coach Billy Donovan's staff as top assistants. Donovan's remaking his staff after the departure of Chris Fleming and Josh Longstaff's acceptance of a new job as the second assistant with Charlotte. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Something amazing is happening in education. Students are inspired and engaged. That's because school districts consulted with CDW, who designed modern classroom solutions with pre-configured HP devices, making learning more accessible, secure, and immersive. Now, when students study topics like elephants, it feels like elephants are there with them. HP and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/HPPSG.
Shift. Coming back to some Joe Cocker here on WRMN, as this would be Joe Cocker's birthday, as a matter of fact. Born on this date in 1944. Singer, musician, had the 1968 #1 single with his cover of the Beatles, With a Little Help from My Friends, plus 8 other UK top 40 singles. This is a great song. Feeling All Right, Joe Cocker. Welcome back to the first shift on this Monday morning. As we move. Wow. Check. Some crackalation going on. Bear with me. Okay. Hopefully we cracked our way out of it. 6:36 here at WRMN on a Monday morning. Welcome back to the show. Let's see. Is Joe Cocker still alive? He'd be 80 years old if he is still alive today. In 2007, he was awarded a bronze Sheffield Legends plaque in his hometown. And I forgot about this song. He had a great single with Jennifer Warnes, Up Where We Belong, back in 1982. I'm going to write that down, because this morning we have a More Music Hour coming up at 9 a.m., and I think we can probably play that song in the More Music Hour today. Up Where We Belong with Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes. Yeah, so we do have an all-music hour in the 9 o'clock hour today. Join us for that before the Brian Kilmeade Show. Kilmeade, 10 to noon today, of course. Out to lunch with Sonar from noon to 2. And today we have the Open Door Show. Open Book, I'm sorry. Open Book is the name of the show. And that comes your way in the 1 o'clock hour today. Leah puts the Open Book show together for you. So Sonar for hour 1 today, and then Leah for hour 2 with Open Book. And Sonar's going to have some great guests on his Out to Lunch show this week. I've helped to stock the 12:30 segments this week for Sonar. Who is he going to have? Tomorrow? Oh, yes, tomorrow. Julie Mann from Kane County is going to be here. She is the public information officer for Kane County, and apparently had a long radio career. I think a lot of her radio career maybe when I was in Memphis, Tennessee. But she spent a lot of time with WGN Radio, and So she's very well spoken, and we'll be on the air with Sonar tomorrow at 12:30. So we look forward to meeting Julie Mann, who is largely in charge of a website called Kane County Connects, which is a very good website that shares a lot of information about events and things going on in Kane County. And as we look to spread our wings a little bit here at WRMN and not only cover Elgin, but cover all of Kane County and the surrounding suburbs, a connection with Kane County Connects is probably not a bad thing. Julie Mann's going to be here tomorrow at 12:30. Wednesday, it's Jennifer Fucala going to come by here with Sonar at 12:30 to talk about the downtown farmers market getting started here soon, and also expound a little bit on an article that was in the Daily Herald last week, which was complimentary of downtown Elgin, I would say, and mentioning some of the new businesses that are going to try to take a shot at it in downtown Elgin this summer. So we'll analyze that a little bit. Jennifer Fucala, 12:30 on Wednesday with Sonar. Dennis Green is Sonar's full name. And then Thursday, Paul Druzinski, I believe is his name. Paul Druzinski with Elgin Academy is going to be on at 12:30 with Sonar because they are having kind of a farewell celebration. I think that's probably a good way to describe it. A farewell celebration at Elgin Academy coming up this upcoming weekend. So Paul's going to be in Thursday to talk about that at 12:30. So 3 great guests on Sonar's show this week. And then Fridays, of course, in the noon hour, we shift gears a little bit, play some music with our friend Steve Thorne and Music Memories. All right, it is 6:40. Thanks to the director of Shots Fired, hard at work. He has provided me with some information this morning about a shots fired incident. Maybe more than just a shots fired. Last night in Elgin, this is EPD report number 2425-29905, if you're keeping score at home. 6:42 p.m. last night. Officers responded to the 500 block of North McLean Boulevard for a reported shooting. Officers arrived on the scene and located an adult male subject with apparent non-life-threatening injuries who was subsequently transported to an area hospital. Detectives from the Major Investigations Division are actively investigating the case, and there are subjects in custody. Updates will be provided as they become available. So I would imagine there'll be a follow-up on the Elgin Police Department Facebook page today, maybe announcing arrests. At this point, at the point of when they posted this on their Facebook page, they just reported that there had been a shooting and that subjects are in custody, I guess more than one. Usually once the arrest is made and maybe that individual or those individuals appear in court, more information can come out. So we'll look for a follow-up on that today, but this is a non-life-threatening injury. It's a second incident, let's say, in the past week in Elgin that is, I don't know, somewhat similar, I guess. We had a death investigation last weekend with murder charges announced against an individual late last week, and now we have a shooting last night. So we'll keep our eye on this during the week. I went to the Elgin Police Department Facebook page to see the post, and then I looked down at the comments section, and someone posted a link, and it says, "Just in, officers found a video from an eyewitness who saw the incident and I'm scared to click on it because I wonder if it's legit or not. Have you seen this? Did you click on it? Is it legit? I'm afraid that it's going to mess my computer up, so I'm not going to click on it right now. But it says, just in, officers found a video from an eyewitness who saw the incident. But it's some weird website, although it does have the ABC banner or logo at the top. I don't trust that. It is 6:43 here at WRMN. Captain Kirk just pulled by the radio station. He's getting ready for a big paint job again today. He's been working on the building a couple of doors down at the corner. Former WRMN Red Foxes star, Captain Kirk. He was our star pitcher back in the day, you know. But today's painting on Douglas Avenue. So they've been working hard. He was here all day Saturday working on the project. I was up here some on Saturday, too. We're working on another project here at the radio station. And so I saw Captain Kirk over the weekend. 6:44 here at WRMN. What else is happening? Let's see. That's one news story. We have crime times. We usually clean up the streets on Monday. And so let's clean up the streets a little bit right now. We start with this DUI death that actually took place last Sunday. A Northbrook motorist who police say was intoxicated and speeding has been charged with a crash that killed a 17-year-old boy and injured two others. This was back on Mother's Day. Taeyoung Kim, 21 years old, charged with aggravated driving under the influence causing death, reckless homicide, aggravated driving under the influence causing great bodily harm, DUI alcohol, DUI drugs, reckless driving, speeding, and driving without lights, in addition to other charges. Glenview police announced the arrest late on Friday. Police say that Taeyoung Kim was speeding westbound on East Lake Avenue at 11 o'clock on the 12th of May when he struck a vehicle driven by Glenbrook South High School senior Marko Niketic near the intersection of East Lake Avenue and Meadow Lane. Marko Niketic, the teenager, was pronounced dead at the scene. A passenger from each vehicle was taken to a hospital in critical condition. Taeyoung Kim, the allegedly intoxicated driver, was hospitalized with injuries police said were not life-threatening. So that's a sad story out of Glenview involving a student killed that is a senior at Glenbrook South High School, and DUI involved in the crash. 6:46 here at WRMN. Let's see. Lots of other stories. I think I'll save some of these. Well, let's see. Larry Jones is walking up this morning, and Anna the Chairman, she's outside. We don't see Gregarious Gina today, but Anna the Chairman sitting outside by herself at the moment. Larry Jones is here now. Studio 14 Naked Eye Cam was activated this morning at 5:31. And Captain Kirk's on the honker's log. He's pulled up in his paint truck just a couple of minutes ago. But so far, the honker's log off to kind of a slow start here on this Monday. Let's see. I guess I'll do one more story here. We have a crash involving an elderly driver. A pair of Gurnee residents suffered life-threatening injuries in a crash Saturday. Authorities believe occurred when an 88-year-old driver mistakenly pressed the accelerator of her vehicle instead of the brake. Hate it when that happens. Authorities say the crash was one of two that occurred in short succession at about 2:15 in the afternoon Saturday. at Stearns School Road and Route 41 near Gurnee. Investigators later determined that a Toyota RAV4, driven by an 88-year-old Gurnee woman, was southbound on Route 41 and attempting to make a right turn onto westbound Stearns School Road. At the same time, a northbound Kia Forte attempted to turn left onto Stearns School. The two vehicles turned into each other, causing minor damage. According to Lake County Sheriff's Police, an 89-year-old Gurnee man who was a passenger in the RAV4 told investigators that its driver then pressed the accelerator instead of the brake, causing it to accelerate at a high speed. The driver lost control, struck a utility pole near the intersection of Stearns School and Fuller Road. Both the driver and the passenger of the RAV4 were taken to a hospital with critical life-threatening injuries. The driver of the Kia, a 20-year-old Richmond woman, was not injured. But 88 and an 89-year-old, I guess, critical injuries. It's 6:49 here at WRMN. Well, the radio shopping show comes your way this morning at, well, actually this afternoon at 3. Matt will have it for you, and I'll let you know what he's going to be taking a look at on the radio shopping show in just a moment. And I'll also see if I can write a haiku using BHB's word of the day. And the word of the day, once again, is illimitable. Hard to say. Illimitable. Incapable of being limited. So, in other words, unlimited, I would say. So I'll see if I can write a haiku with that word in just a moment.
We like to play.
Trusty Pat checks in this morning. We got to get a few of these comments in, don't we? Yes, we do. Our staff meeting hasn't really gotten fully underway yet. So we'll let you know what's happening on the shop show. We'll get into some comments and maybe have a haiku. But I will say that Trusty Pat was listening when I was talking about the police department story a couple minutes ago, and he says, do not open that. I would not open that email. It sounds suspiciously like a phishing email, even though it's got an NBC banner on it. Well, ABC, but yeah, same thing. It's very easy to copy and paste that. Always have to look and see who it is sent by and if it is a trusted person or not. It's probably not a trusted person. I would not open it. I'm talking about the link that was put up on the Elgin Police Department Facebook page after the shots fired posting. And I agree with you, Trusty Pat. The website, here's the reason why I think Trusty Pat's right and the reason why I'm not going to click. And this is some good scam formation. The website is, it looks like 2c6f.www5.site. That doesn't sound too trustworthy, does it? 6:51 here at WRMN. You know who is trustworthy? Our friend Larry Dreyfall is trustworthy. I wonder if he's here with Elgin 100 years ago. Let's check in and see if we can get an update from Larry Dreyfall on what happened back in 1924. And then I'll let you know what's happening on the radio shopping show today. We'll get our staff meeting going, too. This is a Monday first shift here on WRMN. Larry, are you here?
This minute of headline news from Elgin's newspapers of 100 years ago is brought to you courtesy of the Elgin Area Historical Society. These headline stories are from May the 20th, 1924. I'm Larry Dreyfall. As more than 1,500 members of the Lions Club of Illinois began to prowl the city, Mayor Earl R. Kelly gave opening remarks to the delegates and offered the key to the city jail as a token of his greetings. Seems the traditional key to the city was lost. He suggested he wouldn't offer the key to the city because I can't find it, but here's the key to the jail. Maybe that will help. Mayor Kelly and Commissioner Ari Hunter have quarreled for some time about proposed paving of River Street. He nearly broke into a physical conflict at a Board of Local Improvement session of the City Council. A jog in the pavement on the street was a bone of contention. Hunter suggested Kelly suppressed information about an adjustment in the assessment to D.C. Cook Publishing, which has property on River Street. The issue was finally resolved with the acceptance of the initially proposed plans being adopted. The Lions Club of Elgin announced on June 10th date for its 10-day-long camp at Tyler. The camp is located on the Elgin-Dundee Concrete Road north of the city. The YMCA will direct the boys' camp. There will be an additional camp experience for girls this year under the direction of the Elgin YWCA. The auto of Elgin Police Magistrate George R. Thompson ended short of going down the hill at Central Park. Frank Coyne, Thompson's brother-in-law, was at the wheel and broke through the park's fence as he avoided another auto driving the wrong way after he emerged from behind the streetcar. Those were the headline stories from Elgin's newspapers of 100 years ago, brought to you courtesy of the Elgin Area Historical Society. For more Elgin history, check the World Wide Web at www.elginhistory.org.
Thank you, Larry Dreyfall. 6:54 here at WRMN. The radio shopping show today does have a top 10. The Italian Pizza Kitchen of Roselle. Certificates worth $20 today are yours for $8.50 on the radio shopping show. Save $11.50. Culver's Frozen Custard of Elgin. $10 certificates are $4.50 on the shop show today. One of my faves, Stockholm's Brew Pub Geneva. $10 certificates are available for $3. Seven Dwarfs of Wheaton. $15 certificates for $5.75. LaFleur Taco Grill of Elgin, same deal. $15 certificate, $5.75. Great Mexican food over at LaFleur Taco Grill. Beef Villa, right here in Elgin, $10 certificates available for $4.50. Tripleberry Cafe of Crystal Lake, $15 certificates are available for $6. Big value saving at all of our great restaurants. We got Mike Moore Miles. Time for an oil change. I got one done this weekend at Honest One in South Elgin on the Hippie Van. Thank you for taking care of the Hippie Van on Saturday. Got some fresh oil in the Hippie Van. I chose Honest One, but you could choose Mike Moore Miles. We have $30 certificates available for $14. Country Donuts of Elgin, $11.30 the cost for a dozen donuts. You get it for $5 on the radio shopping show. And Batteries Plus Bulbs of Elgin, $10 certificates are available for $4. Batteries Plus Bulbs, what a great handy place that is over on Randall Road. Remember, pick up your bingo card. Today's the 20th. We're playing bingo again on the 31st. Final day of the month. Cash prize for the Fill the Board bingo jackpot now is at $225. $225. Bingo a week from Friday, right here on WRMN. 6:56, we got a couple of minutes here to say hello to a few of our first shifters this morning that are checking in. We'll start with YouTube here for a minute, and we say good morning to Captain Keith, Senior Engineer, Elgin High, Class 1978. Back when life was great and I was 8. Captain Keith checking in. The Big Boss Man says, good morning, Marky B and Larry. Have a great day from the Big Boss Man, who ships 20 prayers our way. 21 prayers on the prayer scoreboard. Nice hanging out with you this weekend, Big Boss Man. He was over, helped us with a few things around the house yesterday, and saw him at the Moose Lodge on Saturday night. And we had fish fry together on Friday night, so been hanging out with you this weekend, Big Boss Man. No Nickname John checks in. Good morning, first shifters. It's Be a Millionaire Day. I wanted to be a millionaire just like my dad, says No Nickname John. Yeah? But then what happened? Let's see. Yep, he always wanted to be a multi-millionaire too. I wanted to be a millionaire just like my dad. He always wanted to be a multi-millionaire too. Always wanted, but never became. Is that the joke there? I think so. Hold on.
Please be quiet.
This needs to stop now.
Shut up!
Yes. No Nickname John with the bad joke and bad pun of the day. Something like that. Becky Blue checks in. Good morning, Becky Blue. Good morning and happy Monday. Have a wonderful day with plenty of sunshine from Becky Blue. She sends 6 rays of sunshine this morning. Dad and son do it all. Northwest Wes and Northwest Wesley Jr. the second check in. And today they are Dad and son cook and eat it all. Hope you have a great week. All of our best.
We are Lions International, the world's largest service organization. We are volunteers committed to strengthening our communities and supporting those in need, one act of kindness at a time. For more than a century, Lions have been serving a world in need, right here in our community and around the world. Lions International makes the impossible possible. This is your invitation to join us, because the only thing missing from our mission to make a difference is you. Visit lionsclub.org to find a local Lions Club near you.
Looking for a place to try for breakfast or lunch? You'll find a gem of a restaurant with amazing food and great prices at the Tripleberry Cafe, 435 Angela Lane in Crystal Lake. For breakfast, try Tripleberry's strawberry cheesecake French toast, ribeye steak and eggs, or carnitas skillets. At lunch, there's the AM burger or Chipotle chicken BLT. There's delicious homemade cream of mushroom soup. For tasty home cooking, Tripleberry Cafe is the place to be. Visit tripleberrycafe.com.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 7 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Prevnar. Elgin Police Officer Jordan Collins has been charged with 5 counts of possession of child pornography. The 33-year-old officer, who has served the Elgin Police Department for 5 years, was arrested while on duty. Elgin's downtown market is ready to kick off its summer season on June 7th with extended hours from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m., offering locals more time to explore after work. Running until August 30th, visitors can enjoy an array of fresh produce, meats, artisanal crafts, and live music. 38-year-old Victor Alon has pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of his wife, Wendy Alon. The incident occurring back in July of 2021, ending fatally when Victor strangled his wife during a domestic dispute. Attention now turns to the sentencing, which will occur on June 20th. He faces up to 60 years in prison. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions.
Listen up. Four Corners Radio is the new addition to WRMN's exciting lineup of highly informative talk radio programs. The show is hosted by William Pellerinos, a nationally recognized DUI expert witness and author of the book DUIs Decoded. The discussions on this program will focus on legal issues, food and restaurants, arts and entertainment, and diabetic health information. William Pellerinos brings on a variety of guests that include restaurant chefs, health experts, authors, attorneys, police officers, nurses, and local artists. Listen to Four Corners Radio every Saturday at noon, beginning on Saturday, May 25th on WRMN. Find out more info on Twitter at Police Project 1 and on Facebook at Pellarinos Police Project. That's Pelarenos Police Project.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Bulls are adding to their coaching staff former Wizards head coach Wes Unseld Jr. and Clippers assistant Dan Krager joining Coach Billy Donovan's staff as top assistants. Donovan's remaking his staff after the departure of Chris Fleming and Josh Longstaff's acceptance of a new job as the second assistant with Charlotte. The Pirates got by the Cubs 3-2 at Wrigley Field on Sunday. Mitch Keller improved to 3-0 with a 1.29 ERA in 3 May starts. The righty allowed 2 runs and a pair of hits. He struck out 3 and walked 3. Nick Gonzalez hit a key 2-run single for the Pirates. Jack Sawinski went deep. The Yankees pounded the White Sox 7-2 in the Bronx on Sunday. New York has wins in 7 straight. They finished off a 3-game sweep over the Sox. Aaron Judge hit his 13th homer of the season and 7th in 13 games. Carlos Rodon won his 3rd straight start for New York. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
This is sponsored by Burger King. Burger King is turning 70 on June 1st and wants to celebrate with you. In honor of this milestone birthday, have it your way with sweet deals for members of the free Burger King loyalty program, Royal Perks. Members will have access to 7 days of daily exclusive digital offers like a free hamburger and free original chicken sandwich with purchases of 70 cents or more, beginning on May 28th and running through June 3rd. Among the digital deals, Royal Perks members can enjoy a medium, ice-cold Coca-Cola soft drink for free with a purchase of 70 cents or more on Thursday, May 30th. Royal Perks members can also celebrate with a $6 birthday meal featuring a flame-grilled Whopper Jr., small fries, small soft drink, and the all-new birthday pie slice for just $6. To learn more about all of the BK birthday offers and to get in on the party, including playing an exclusive game on the BK app, download the Burger King app and sign up for Royal Perks today. Price and participation vary. U.S. only. Terms apply. See bk.com/terms.
Rooted in their family Mexican history, churros are made daily with love. Churros and Chocolate at 2533 West Algonquin Road has churros made from family recipes with care and fresh each day with delicious fillings. There's also the Frida Cafe where you can relax and catch up with a friend while having a warm drink. Try Churros and Chocolate specialty churros, the Churro Sundae, or take home a churro cake. Visit chocolate-inc.com. Rooted in their family Mexican history, churros are made daily with love. Churros and Chocolate at 2533 West Algonquin Road has churros made from family recipes with care and fresh each day with delicious fillings. There's also the Frida Cafe where you can relax and catch up with a friend while having a warm drink. Try Churros and Chocolate specialty churros, the Churro Sundae, or take home a churro cake. Visit chocolate-inc.com.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's 2 locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today. A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittle.italy.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
Come see the only train-themed restaurant where all the seating is on the tracks. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill on Main Street in both Bartlett and Glen Ellen is always fun and always fresh. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill serves 100% grass-fed beef hot dogs and burgers. There's also chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and more, all loaded up on 2 Lionel O scale trains and delivered directly to your seat. No one sits away from the fun, regardless of age. When a train arrives delivering your food, you'll smile ear to ear. Visit twotoots.com.
It's always exciting to hear Elgin business owners like Tanner Melvin of Side Street Studios share positivity about the local community.
Elgin is on its way, and it has been, and sometimes, we got set back with the pandemic, and it's been rough. Everyone has felt it in so many different ways. What we're trying to do is a lot of hand-holding and shoulder rubbing and being like, it's okay, it's okay. Mm-hmm. We're trying to get this town a lot more money. We're very lucky to live in this community right now. There's nothing like this around here.
Feel the positive power of the first shift with me, Marky B, weekday mornings on WRMN.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
The weather is getting better, and we know it's the time when ladders and DIYers come out. Before you start any new outdoor projects, ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any type of work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
First shift adjustment time, and make sure Larry's headset's right and everything. As we get ready for the show today, Jackson Brown starts us off this hour running on empty here on a Monday morning. Local legend Larry Jones, never running on empty. Hi, Larry. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Good music to start the day. I'm kind of a Jackson Brown fan.
So am I. Mm-hmm. I like this song.
I think that's a great name, Jackson Brown.
Jackson Brown.
Yeah.
Well, he went to the wedding in 1995.
Of anybody we know?
Don Henley.
Oh, yeah, I guess we know. Well, they were all buddies. They were like roommates for a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wonder why Jackson Brown was never in the Eagles.
Oh, I don't know. I think he may have. I know J.D. Souther wrote some songs with him. Maybe Jackson Brown did, too. Maybe he wanted to be a solo guy, you know?
I guess maybe so, because you're right. He did know all those guys.
Yeah.
And as many band members that were in and out of the Eagles over the years, I'm surprised Jackson was never part of it. But maybe Jackson didn't want to be a part of that band because of all the craziness that went on in the band.
Some of those people, though, I think that they came from a band. You know, one time they were like the Dixie Cups or something like that, and then pretty soon they want to step out, and then I'm not sure they want to go back again. You know? They want to be the name of the band. They want to be the name.
They want to be the name?
That's the name. Kenny Rogers, you know, he came from a band. Lionel Richie, no more Commodores for Lionel. Gone.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I was going to say, you go solo, you can do what you want, but really you're still in a band. But it's just called you. It's just called your name.
But I think when it's you, there's no vote. You know what I mean? What's our set going to be? Well, the drummer would like more solos, and I don't think so. It's the name of the band is Larry Jones.
Yeah.
I think I'll vote. Thank you.
That means that you'll put together the song set.
That's right.
You'll hire your own fellow musicians.
Yeah, right.
Guys that will work under you.
Right.
Work for you. Yeah.
You know, I have to tell you, though, like when I was driving in, I was actually thinking I was going to talk less to you today. Less.
Really?
Yeah, you know, my new friend, Chief Lally, and we are friends, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, I was listening the other day, and you had mentioned how you forgot about the police memorial.
Uh-huh.
And she said that I would probably remind you of that. And you said, I know. And you sounded so sad about that I thought, well, maybe I'm picking on you a little too much. No, let me finish now.
Okay.
And I thought, maybe I pick on Mark too much. I mean, you run the board, you do all that stuff. You're my buddy. You're the only reason I'm here. Maybe I need to be nicer. But then I was thinking, the only way I could be nicer is not to talk to you. So I was thinking, well, maybe you need to talk a little bit less to Mark, but maybe I'll save that for Friday, you know.
So Jake's can talk more?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't know if he's nicer to you or not.
The only way you could be nicer to me is to talk less?
Well, yeah, because it's too much work not to keep reminding myself to be nice.
Wow.
It's a lot of work, Mark.
It
not my default.
comes natural for you to be mean to me?
Not mean. To be maybe a little sarcastic.
Yeah.
And not really mean. I mean, maybe mean. I don't know. But anyway, that might not work. You know, radio's not really where you could come in and say, I don't think I'm going to talk today.
No.
It's probably not. It's not the venue.
I was kind of hoping that you wouldn't go with that philosophy, especially it's a Monday too.
I'll just come in and start signing, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, don't worry. You don't have to remind me of anything. The chief reminded me.
I know.
Already, I saw her on saw her Saturday morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At the firefighter memorial.
Firefighter. Did you get a chance to talk to them about their allocation of resources and how they're overdoing? Did you get that opportunity to mention to them why do you park all that stuff and why do you take it every,
No.
One truck, one fire kind of thing?
I had a philosophy of my own Saturday morning.
What was that?
The same one as you were going to have with me. Talk a little less.
A little less. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And just watch. It was really nice. Sure. When I saw the chief, Lally, she said, "Oh,
you can make it to this one."
Yeah, basically.
I'm so proud of her that she wouldn't let that opportunity go by. That's great.
I said, "Thanks. Yeah, yes, I'm here."
Yeah, I like to fire people a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was really nice, though. That fire barn's cool, and
it is cool.
That whole little plaza that they have set up, and
did you tell her she's only going to get 15 minutes a week because you decided to let the fire chief come in for a little bit?
Yeah. Fridays with the firefighters.
Yes. Yeah.
They get a 1-hour show.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Fridays with the firefighters. Chief Rob Saga did a nice job. They had lots of other departments in to talk about any firefighters that had passed since the last memorial, May of last year. And I think the only two that died in the line of duty were both from Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the past year. But a number of other local firefighters had passed away,
right?
Not on duty.
Years ago, I went to the ceremony down there. And I always liked Fire Barn 5, actually. But, it's in service for a long time. I don't know when they built that new Station 5 out at Villa Street, but that fire barn operated for a long, long time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful day.
Oh, yeah. The weekend was beautiful.
It was so weird, though. Unlike a lot of the fire departments didn't have anybody that had passed away in the last year. But then there were like Pingree Grove had like 5 or 6. It's weird. Yeah. Pingree Grove probably doesn't have a very big fire department.
But, they also count back in the days when all those areas out in there, all of them, had very active volunteers. Very active volunteers that were on the department for years and years, and maybe some of them have gotten older. Now they're old, and so they're passing away and things like that. Yeah.
Well, it was a warm day. Everybody in uniform had to try to find some shade as quickly as they could after it was over with.
Those Class A's, the dress uniforms. Wow.
Hot.
Yeah. Hot.
I know you can't enjoy wearing those when it's 85 degrees and you got to stand in the sunshine.
Looking cool only goes so far when you're not.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But so that was my Saturday morning. Did you do anything fun over the weekend?
No. Well, I'm really on my. I'm getting ready for the move, and I've made up my mind. When I moved to this house, I kind of procrastinated a little too much, and then all of a sudden, the last 4 days was like crazy. And so now I'm doing a little bit, well, more than a little bit, but I'm doing something every day. It's kind of my focus. It's really become my focus.
Yeah.
To just keep at it and be ready.
At least a couple of hours a day?
At least. Yeah. I went to church yesterday morning, saw Trustee Pat.
Oh, you did?
I talked to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was good. That's always good. He's a good man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped by they had a picnic over at Panton Mill Park yesterday for people that want to save the dam.
Oh, yeah?
It's gotfoxriver.org, I think is their website. I think.
Oh, okay.
Gotfoxriver.org. And I met a few people. I wasn't there very long, but I got a contact person's phone number, and she's going to be, Patrice is her name. I guess she heads up the group, and she's going to join us on the air probably next week to talk about the pros of saving the dam. We've already had Gary Swick in.
I know, yeah.
Talking about the, why he thinks they should get rid of the dams.
Right.
But they had it right next to the dam, South Elgin, Panton Mill Park. It looked pretty nice. The dam looks nice right there.
I know.
It's a good-looking dam.
Yeah, it does.
So far, I'm going to have to be convinced that those dams need to be taken.
I know.
It seems like a monumental task that's going to cost so much, and there's so much unknown.
I mean, sometimes, and I mean no disrespect for people who are really, really into the environment. It's a noble cause.
Yes.
But sometimes I think, like in a lot of things, that in their mind the end result negates anything that it takes to get there. I don't know how that's probably the phraseology is stupid, but anyway, like whether it's electric cars, but not knowing when the grid will ever support electric cars. Yeah. I mean, the idea of electric cars, I get it, but what do we do till then? What do we do when many areas can't even have their air conditioning going because they're having rolling brownouts? Well, we don't care. That's what's important. Yeah. And I kind of feel that way about this, that you look and go, well, what about this? What about that? What about Elgin's water? What about all these things? And they're like, well, we don't care. We care about the end result. And yeah, I mean, it's where I always get a little befuddled, I think, in those always and nevers, where it's always this way or it should never be that way. No. In most every situation, there's some gray, and so yeah. So I think it's good that you're having somebody to come in and and talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the end. The end is a worthy cause.
Right.
But the means to get to that end offers so many unknown questions and expenses and everything else. And is the current, when it comes to the dams, is the current situation so bad that it needs to be changed?
I agree. I understand that. I mean, and I don't know if it's true. I've read some things and people have talked that if municipalities opt out, then they're going to take on the physical responsibility for the dams, and when they go bad, they may have to repair them and things. I don't know if that's true, but I'm sure there's some municipalities thinking, wow, that's not like just going over there and putting a little caulk. You know what I mean? It's caulk Saturday at the dam.
Shut the water down for a minute.
Yeah, just divert it off, and then we'll just caulk this up, and it should be great for another week or so. Yeah.
We got to caulk the dam today.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
There's a leak.
Yep, there is. Yeah. Well, be sure and get the caulk that says stop leaks. So.
Well, even if they got to do, let's say the city of Elgin has to repair their own dam when it goes bad.
Yeah.
When there's a problem, then that cost still is probably a lot less than the costs that are going to be associated with removing the dam. Well, but I guess the city of Elgin won't have to pay for the removal.
No,
of the dam.
they wouldn't have to.
I got you.
But the other side of it, even though I'm sure if they somehow have to reconfigure their water system,
yeah,
But, it comes from different, one of them things comes from the water fund. I mean, I don't know. There's a whole lot of variables that come into play there. It'll be interesting. Mm-hmm. And then there's a part of me, as we've seen through time, whether it's those new IDs we were all supposed to have last year that we don't have, nobody cares about.
Yeah, I think we still have to get them, by the way.
The metric system. I just look up and go, don't get too bunched up about this. It'll be gone soon.
It'll pass.
That's exactly right. That's how we are. That's how we are.
We like to get all wound up about something, and then when it actually happens, it didn't turn out to be as big of a deal.
No, or something that we think is a bigger deal happens. That's the other thing. You can be number one on the chart and then get knocked off by the next big hit of something, and then all of a sudden you're on your way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not really. We don't always stick to these.
That makes me think of last year when we were talking about the freight trains.
Yeah, I know.
And so far, I'll say that you're right.
I know.
So far, I'll say that you are right.
I think about it. I always come down Highland Avenue, and I take and then I come over on Chicago Street, and every time I'm there, I'm looking, going, I don't know.
I'll see a freight train.
Nothing. Now, I did get held up about 2 times. Trains got me there. Freight trains, not like commuters, but freight trains 2 times. And I thought, wow, okay, but
2 times, but there's a good chance that you would have been caught by freight trains 2 times anyway.
Exactly right. Yes. And Steve Thorne hasn't been late any extra time since then.
No.
So I don't know if he's adjusted or they're not impacting him either.
Yeah. Well, word is that maybe that impact just hasn't taken place yet.
Yeah, but I would have thought by now it would have been gridlock, the way people were carrying on.
Yeah. Yeah. 14 freight trains a day. You just can't get to the east side anymore.
You cannot. 14 a day. 14 in 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Elgin's going to become 2 cities.
2 cities.
Nobody comes to the east side. Nobody goes to the west side.
Matter of fact, we can save money on bridges. We won't need them.
Good morning to Hector and Jeremiah driving by the radio station this morning.
Hell yeah.
There's our youngest listener looking out the window today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremiah. Have a great day. Peace. We got a couple of calls, 847-931-1410 if you want to call us today.
We could do that, can't we?
Yes. I just wanted to finish this thought because I just so happen to have this sitting here. You talked about the Real ID.
Yeah.
And I knew I'd seen something about it. Some scam information from Sherry Ashenbrenner came last week. They're trying to scam you with this whole Real ID thing now, but the new deadline, Larry, there still is a new deadline for
the newest new.
Yeah. The original date by which you had to get a Real ID was set for October 1st, 2021.
I know.
Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the deadline was postponed to May 3rd, 2023.
And then after that,
in December of 2022, the deadline was extended again. The new deadline is May 7th, 2025.
Unbelievable. See, that's what I'm telling you.
So now you have less than a year, Larry, unless they extend it again.
Yeah. Unless somebody gets like a ingrown toenail or anything like that can change it. It's set in stone, Mark. 4 years ago or 3 or whatever.
4 years ago. We've got a 4-year extension so far.
And we talked about it for 3 years before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, let's go to the phones and check in, first of all, this morning with our friend Certified, Crazy Kathy.
Hey, Kath.
Hey, Kath.
Hey, Larry. Hey, Mark.
Hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine.
Good. What's
Had
on?
a great time seeing everyone in person, and that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Wow.
That's it.
Well, then I have a question for you, Crazy Kathy.
Okay, I'm ready to shoot.
Why are you always so late? Every time we have a lunch or something, she shows up like halfway through it. And then she wants to stay longer, and everybody's got to go home, go back to work and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Start on time, end on time. That's the way we work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quit being late.
Well,
yeah.
That's right. Well, I was nursing my injury, and
oh, that's true.
Dragging. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I can think of at least 30 or 50 reasons why, but anyway,
50 ways to be late for luncheons.
50 ways to be late for luncheons.
Right. But Larry, you're looking good.
Thanks, Kath.
Look, I'll tell you the answer in a message to you about that. I forgot about the traffic for one thing, and then things like that, and everyone looked good. It was really a nice time, and my legs getting better. So it wasn't it's not very far to fall down when you're not that tall.
Right.
No, it wasn't too far down.
So you live right along the right along 31. You see the trains all the time. Have you noticed any increased freight train traffic?
Early in the morning and on the weekends, yes.
Yeah.
And I have it woke me up. Sometimes the freights are running simultaneously as the commuters, one in one direction, obviously, and one in the other. And I don't know if it's prevalent or if I've been watching, because I'm the one that's going to hear it, along with many other people, but they're not as cognizant of the fact anyway. Because when you live right there, you're going to hear the traffic all night, and guys drag racing and motorcycles. Oh, speaking of motorcycles, all of the motorcycles, and Jose knows more about this than I do because his brother is in this. They all got blessed at a church, so that it was a blessing of them, to be careful on the roads. And I think that's really a nice thing to do. But
yeah,
Larry, how are you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Your eyes?
I'm good.
Your eyes?
My eyes are good. Everything's working.
All right.
Yeah.
How are you?
As good as it's gonna.
The bright lights aren't bothering you anymore?
Yeah, no, they do.
They still
they're
do?
still not as much, but they're still. I think they're going to be sensitive to bright light for a long time. I think so. But I'm good.
Yeah.
Everything else is fine.
We just got to keep the sunlight out of here till about 9 a.m.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Today, I think we're going to be okay. We got more cloud cover.
Going to rain later.
Yeah.
We can use a rainy day.
Yeah.
Let the crops grow.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Larry, do you go to Country Donut just about every time before you come in? I've just been wondering about that.
Do I go where?
Come to Country Donuts on your way in?
No. Like this morning, excuse me, this morning I skip. Sometimes I was shopping yesterday, so I bought a couple of muffins. So instead of stopping at Country Donut, I bought some iced tea and had half a muffin. So.
I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, I'm the half a muffin man. It's not that good, but yeah.
Well, thanks for calling, Certified.
Thanks, Kat.
Okay.
Have a good day, hon.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, then.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, Crazy Kathy. Mm-hmm. Good spirits.
Yeah.
847-931-1410.
Who wouldn't be?
50 ways to be late to a luncheon.
See that? That's creative, buddy.
Yeah, that's good.
I know. I can't help myself. When I'm not focusing on picking on you, my creative juices are just flowing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, back to the phones we go here, and we'll check in with someone whose creative juices are always flowing. His name is R. David. It's R. David. Hi, David.
Hi, David.
Hello. Hi. So I am on Route 20 near Bartlett Road on my way to work.
Why are you traveling over there? That's not usually your way of going.
No, I had to go to Jondon, Jondon Products in Medina, basically off of Meacham Road near 20, to get cleaning supplies.
Oh.
Special toilet bowl cleaner and what they call Johnny mops. It's a soft mop for the toilets. And so I spent almost $45. So I'll be set for a little bit after this.
Yeah.
And then work, and then that's it for today. Speaking of train traffic, when I'm in Mundelein cleaning my 2 cleaning jobs, I've noticed that there's a lot more freight trains. This is near 45 and 176. I noticed there's a lot more freight trains, I think, than there used to be. I mean, since this whatever train merger you were talking about went through, I think it's affected the traffic.
You do?
Yeah, I think it's made it worse for trains. There's a lot of trains coming through there.
Okay. Well, here in Elgin, I don't think we've noticed it too much yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, maybe it's a different freight line.
Oh, it is.
I don't know. There's Milwaukee, and I don't know, there's others.
Mm-hmm.
But what's new with you guys?
I got an oil change on the hippie van Saturday.
I've been cleaning around my pool.
Larry's been cleaning around his pool.
And
packing. Dennis and Roger came over yesterday and tried to see if the 8-track player that I have will work.
Did it?
We hooked it up to this big old speaker that I found, which is now down by the curb if anybody wants it.
Oh.
It needed to go by the curb anyway. I just had it still under the house.
Got a great magnet in it if you need a magnet, probably.
Inside the speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it did work. They seem to think that it was dragging just a little bit.
They could do that.
We listened to Johnny Cash.
He drags anyway. How could
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said, this sounds like Johnny Cash to me.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of has that draggy voice a little bit.
I know. Mm-hmm.
So, and then we had this Black Sabbath 8-track that we put in. I thought the Black Sabbath might have dragged a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's a great test, though. Let's use the test Black Sabbath 8-track.
Well, so Dennis took it home because even though we tested it with a car battery and a speaker, but now he's looking to build a little box or something to put it in. So
I think, if I remember correctly, didn't they have like 8-track cleaning heads things? Yeah. Maybe you need that. Maybe you got some grime in there from back in the 70s. Grime was much worse than our current grime, I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've had a lot of
grit, grime. Oh, yeah.
Back in the 70s, they didn't even care about grit and grime.
No. A little bit of it was part of it. That was your day. Little grit, little grime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I think I should run that through there. I happen to have one, I think, of all the many things that I've collected, the 8-tracks. I think there's a cleaner.
You ought to run it. Clean the heads in there, buddy.
Good idea. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So Dennis and Roger, formerly spoken of as Roger Codger, right?
Once upon a time. Now he's just the big boss man.
Yes.
He doesn't like the Roger Codger thing, or just had its day. And now
well, we don't always let people make the decision on what names they have.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't get
I can't believe you don't have a nickname.
Who?
David. After all these calls, all these years.
David. He's like Cher. It's David.
Yeah.
just call me W, whatever, David.
Okay.
David W.
Well, if we get more Davids, then we'll start trying to figure it out, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean, if we run into a problem of identifying our Davids, then I think we're going to have to take stronger measures.
Yeah, probably.
Like if we have a David problem, like we have a Dennis problem?
Exactly, right. Then you have to do what you have to do. But right now, when you're the David.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could call him Sir David. That'd be cool.
Sir David? Wow.
Sir David. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Or just David of India.
David of India? No, we're saving that for someone from India.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, David. Well, thanks for calling.
All right, buddy. Have a safe trip.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, my uncle and aunt come in Wednesday, and we'll see what we can do with them.
Good.
Have a good couple days.
Okay.
You too, buddy.
Bye.
David checking in with us.
Yes.
847-931-1410. I should say that slower. I said that kind of fast. 847-931-1410. That's our phone number. It's Cher's birthday today, by the way.
It is?
Yeah.
You'd think I would know that. I love Cher.
You do?
I mean, when she was young, I really thought she was. Right now.
Cher is 78 years old.
Yeah, I know. My gosh, she had a strong voice, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Want to check some local news?
We can.
7:36 here at WRMN on this Monday morning. Hang on.
And then when we're done with that, I want to talk about something.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Larry's got something on his mind. Stay tuned and find out what it is. It's 65 degrees outside right now. Winds are out of the south at 7 miles an hour. Let's do a little local news check this morning. It's 7:36 on WRMN.
For WRMN 1410, I'm Ben Boquist. Saturday, May 4th at 11 a.m.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzi. Explore proven results with Sky Rizzi. 38-year-old Victor Alon has pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of his wife, Wendy Alon. The incident occurring back in July of 2021, ending fatally when Victor strangled his wife during a domestic dispute. Attention now turns to the sentencing, which will occur on June 20th. He faces up to 60 years in prison. Elgin police officer Jordan Collins has been charged with 5 counts of possession of child pornography. The 33-year-old officer who has served the Elgin Police Department for 5 years was arrested while on duty. Elgin's downtown market is ready to kick off its summer season on June 7th with extended hours from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m., offering locals more time to explore after work. Running until August 30th, visitors can enjoy an array of fresh produce, meats, artisanal crafts, and live music. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions.
The Elgin Police Department is partnering with the Illinois Department of Transportation, the Illinois State Police, and more than 200 local law enforcement agencies to step up enforcement efforts across the state in recognition of Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Throughout April, motorists can expect increased patrols looking for texting and driving as well as other traffic violations. Between 2012 and 2021, approximately 32,000 lives were lost in crashes involving distracted drivers. Everyone has the potential for distracted driving crashes, but those between the ages of 16 and 24 are especially at risk. If you need to text, pull over to a safe location. Or if you have a passenger, consider appointing a designated texter. Whatever the solution, don't text and drive. In Illinois, using your phone in anything other than a hands-free mode is not only dangerous, but it's also illegal. The Illinois Distracted Driving Campaign is funded with federal traffic safety funds administered by IDOT.
You never know what or who you'll hear from on the first shift with me, Marky B. Like Tim Skoning, a WRMN news reporter back in the 1960s.
The jingles you all play, they were purchased by Dick Sutter. He was at some radio convention. He came back with this reel. I remember them playing that in the studio. We were so excited. We thought we were network now. And it's the same jingles today.
That's great.
Every time I hear them, I get excited about it.
I'm sure.
It was a lot of fun.
Fun times on the first shift, right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM. Hey everybody, this is Marky B from the First Shift Morning Show, inviting you to join us for a live broadcast from The Wall That Heals, a 3/4 scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, along with a mobile education center, Friday, May 24th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Randall Oaks Park in West Dundee. The Wall That Heals honors the more than 3 million Americans who served in the U.S. Armed Forces in the Vietnam War, and it bears the names of the 58,281 men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice in Vietnam. Our live broadcast that day is brought to you by True Patriots Care, a nonprofit organization dedicated to recognizing and supporting those who have served their communities as first responders and as members of the armed services. It's a live broadcast from The Wall That Heals in West Dundee, Friday, May 24th from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410, and on YouTube at WRMN Radio.
Twin Gyros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita.
Twin Heroes has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinsheroes.com. That's Twins Heroes at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
For an absolutely amazing meal and attentive, smiling staff, try Red Ox Restaurant and Bar in Hampshire. They have a delicious Friday night fish fry. There's so many great dishes on the menu that'll keep you returning. Try their savory French onion soup. Then for your main course, choose from a wide variety of steaks and chops, fried chicken, shrimp, or juicy prime rib, done just the way you like it. Red Ox also has daily specials and a full bar for you and your friends. Visit redoxhampshire.com today.
Attention all Schaumburg Boomers fans. Join the Schaumburg Boomers at Wintrust Fields on May 24th, May 25th, and May 26th versus the Lake Erie Crushers. On May 25th at 3 p.m., it's a Hawaiian shirt giveaway. The first 1,500 fans receive a Boomers Hawaiian shirt thanks to Ascension, Illinois. On May 26th, starting at 6:30 versus the Lake Erie Crushers, there will be a special Memorial Day weekend Sunday night fireworks show.
Fox River Valley, I call the place my home, boom, boom, boom. Fox River Valley, the more will this sky roll. I've been north, south, east, and west, but there's one place I love the best, it's the Fox River Valley, Fox River Valley.
I call it my home.
There's the roar of St. Charles.
Go away, guys.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
Good morning to Northwest West and Northwest Wesley Jr. II.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
They went by during the news break there, Larry.
Yes.
So we've seen both of our kids this morning.
That's right.
Northwest Wesley Jr. II and Jeremiah. Welcome back to Studio 14.
You know, they're getting older, though. We need to start recruiting youngsters.
I know.
You know, they're moving along.
Northwest Wesley Jr. II is going to be 10 before too long.
Double digits. Yeah, we have to get back into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the show. It's Studio 14 is where we are. Phone lines are open if you want to call us.
Yes.
847-931-1410 is the number to call. And Larry wants to talk about something.
And I'm not like this. You know that. I'm not usually like this. But and I'm going to throw the caveat out there that I saw this article, but I couldn't find it again to find the source for it. Or so I could check to make sure it's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was about the Cook County State's Attorney, Kim Fox. And
Kim Fox?
Kim Fox.
Yeah.
A new policy that she has in her. Now, she's a lame duck. She's going to be out after the election.
Yeah.
She has a policy in place now that her assistants will not approve drug and gun charges or weapons charges if they're the result of a traffic stop for what she considers to be a minor traffic offense. So let's say your license plate lights out.
Yeah.
And the police find, however they do it, they find drugs or a gun in your car, her assistants will not approve charges on them.
Really?
Yeah.
So I guess there has to be a list of what's considered to be a minor infraction then, right?
They're probably, but, you know, that doesn't mean, you only need, they could get charged, the police don't need the approval of state's attorneys for misdemeanors, but they could always throw them out, though. They don't have to prosecute them. So unless there's like a city charge for something, which city ordinances are fine only. They're fine only. So let's say if you robbed the bank down the street and the FBI didn't charge you and the state's attorney didn't charge you, but the city police gave you an ordinance, you could go to, administrative court and pay $100 or whatever. But anyway, in a way it reminds me, it just first of all, it made me angry when I saw that. But it reminded me of what we talked about, Mark, about shots fired and about the people moving around that are doing bad things. And this is taking one of the tools of the police to use the traffic laws as probable cause to stop cars, see who's in them, see if there's a weapon, see if there's something. But if that's true, and again, I'm just going to keep saying it. I read the article. I couldn't find it when I went back to see if it was from something that's not factual. But it doesn't surprise me if a lame duck state's attorney, who I believe through time has been way too liberal with the way things have been enforced, and she may bear some of the burden for what goes on in the city of Chicago. That I couldn't believe that if that was true. I don't know. I don't. Police, pretty soon they're going to become more like firefighters. They'll just be backed into stations and they'll just come out when you need them. You know what I mean? Why waste the gas?
Right.
Yeah.
So then, if that's the case, then why would you even? There would be no reason really to pull somebody over for a license plate light being out. Then. No. Might as well just let them go.
Well, you probably should, because there are pretty soon, after they did away with the air freshener, and there's a couple of, they remember them when they were going to say it wasn't that one. I don't know if it was a state rep or a state senator had that you weren't going to be able to stop people for lights out and for expired plates and all the. Pretty soon, no, they're just going. Why would you? Why would you?
Yeah.
Unless someone's just driving down the street, firing a gun in the air, kind of like in the old westerns when the guys would come into town and be shooting.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah.
Does that make you less? Yeah. Does that make you less like in fear that you'll ever get pulled over? Because
no, you know why? Because we'd get pulled over.
We get pulled over?
Yeah. Of course we would. An old guy, he's fair game. He's not going to complain. Was he going to sick the AARP on me? Come on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have any, so if you're a felon, even if you're a felon,
yes,
in possession of a gun.
Now you could probably that's a federal charge. You might be able to get like ATF or somebody, but there is a federal charge for a felon in possession of a firearm. But you'd have to get it out of the state's attorney's office somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're a felon in possession of a firearm, according to what you're saying, and you get pulled over for having your license plate light out, is that protected then under what Kim Foxx is doing?
I don't know. Again, though, she can't control what the U.S. Attorney's Office does. She can't control that. But a lot of times the U.S. Attorney, I don't know if you can get them to authorize rapid charges. They're more prone to look things over for a couple of days and decide. So I know back in the old days, if you ended up with a felon with a gun, you would charge them. You could charge them with local, like if they had it, like an unlawful use of weapon. And then you could get the ATF to file on them through federal court, but that would take a bit. So I don't know. I don't know how it would work. I just find it as people, one of the things that I just saw an article about the number of people who move out of Chicago, the number of people who move out of Illinois, things like that. And one of the things they talk about is crime, whether it's a real issue or perceived issue, which I think we've agreed through time that perception is as real. That this whole, well, let's not make anybody be responsible for anything, and they're just, they're just trying to get by. And
right.
Well, you can get by without a gun in a car. Believe me, you can get by. So I just think, if it's true, and I got to keep throwing that out because I can't find the article, but when I read it, I could just feel myself. I was just like, God. Yeah.
They're just trying to get by.
Just trying to get by.
Their life is tough enough.
That's
why throw them another problem.
I know.
To have to deal with.
And then when something bad happens, whether it's, let's not forget a third of well, not anymore, but once you get past cocaine on the east side, Kim Foxx's rules, they govern over there for prosecution.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just have to be the city of Chicago that has that, whether you're Streamwood, Hanover, parts of Bartlett, it just makes me crazy. That's all. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with making people be good.
Right.
Right? There could be one law. Be good. Be good. That's all you got to do to get by in this world. Be good.
Any thoughts on that? Give us a call. 847-931-1410 is the number to call the show. I guess thinking about driving, or talking about driving, made me think about this story. I just happened to see it last night. I was looking at the Elgin Police Department Facebook page last night.
Yeah.
And they had a little warning about click it or ticket.
Yeah.
Summer is just around the corner. While travel plans may vary, one thing remains constant: the need to wear your seatbelt. From May 17th through Memorial Day, the Elgin Police Department is stepping up enforcement efforts to remind motorists to click it or ticket. The consequences of not wearing or improperly wearing a seatbelt are clear. In 2022, Illinois had 300 fatalities involving unrestrained passengers. Seatbelts only save lives when they are used. That makes sense.
Sounds like something I would have written.
Seatbelt cannot save your life if you don't have it on.
No, if you're just sitting on it, not going to work.
Nationally, it is estimated that 91.9% of people use seatbelts, while Illinois boasts a 93% seatbelt compliance rate.
Yeah.
The simple click of a seatbelt can limit injury or save your life during a crash.
I still know people who refuse to do that.
Wear a seatbelt?
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
It's all part of the startup, right? It's all part of.
Yeah,
you get in, you click it in, you start.
It didn't used to be.
Oh yeah.
Right. I mean, but if you have a new car, you almost can't avoid it without being annoyed to death by your car.
My car starts out being friendly. You know, sometimes like if you're moving in a parking lot or something, you think, well, I'm just going to move over there. You know?
Yeah.
It starts out being friendly, like a little ding. Ding. But then the longer it goes, pretty soon it's like a woodpecker on your head going ding, 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 ding. And you're, all right, I'll just do it. My God. Yep.
Yeah. 91. So, but I mean, back in the day, you didn't have all those warnings.
No.
And you didn't have all these warnings either. I mean, wearing a seatbelt wasn't considered to be as big of a deal back in the day, did it?
It wasn't a law.
It wasn't a law.
It wasn't a law. I mean, that was the first car I ever saw with seatbelts. We were in Chicago. My folks were buying a new 56 Ford, and I can't remember where it was. Anyway, and it was an option, and of course we didn't get any options on our new Ford. But I was walking around in the showroom, and there was like a Ford, a very nice Ford, like a Fairlane, and it had seatbelts, and I was looking at them, and really it made no sense to me, because I would sometimes lay up in the back window of our car. So the idea that you needed to be strapped into anything made no sense to me at all. So.
Yeah. How can they... Some of these numbers, though, I don't understand how you figure it out. How can you estimate that 92% of people use seatbelts?
Maybe they base it... I don't know how they do that. Whether they occasionally, when they run those things, when they have those like programs or enforcement things, that they actually keep track of the data of people that go through like checkpoints, things like that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
And a click it or ticket campaign is also a way you can find some guns too, right?
Not now. Not in Cook County. Yeah. It's more important in Cook County, to have you strapped in than have your gun.
Man, click it or ticket, that's the easiest way in the world to try to get that,
of course,
accomplished, right?
Of course. And phones. I don't know if they include driving, like, using a phone while you're driving. If she's going to not prosecute those, I have no idea. I don't know. Again, all we're doing is saying, just learn the rules, follow the rules. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Learn the rules, follow the rules.
Rules? Ain't following no stinking rules.
I know.
Yeah. Well, we have about a minute and a half, and we have Trusty Pat on the line. Should we see if we can squeeze
Let's see
him
if
in?
we can do a minute and a half of Trusty Pat.
And if Trusty Pat wants
hold him through the break, right?
Yeah, he'll be his option, I guess. So, good morning, Pat. How you doing?
Hi, guys. I'm fine, thanks. Enjoyed seeing Larry at church yesterday. We won't go into that too much. Anyway, it got me thinking, when did Illinois pass the seatbelt law? Because I can remember my first car that I bought, my folks bought me new, was 1970 Ford Maverick, and it didn't have seatbelts. And it got me thinking about that, what car did? And what, without looking it up, what year do you think Illinois passed the mandatory seatbelt law?
I'm going to go with 83.
I was going to say,
all right.
Yeah, I'll say 87.
Well, it was halfway in the middle. It's 1985. And I would have thought it was like 1978.
Ah, okay.
I thought it was much earlier than that.
Yeah.
But it's strange to have a car that you said in the showroom back in the 50s with seatbelts. Like, that was really unusual.
It really was, Pat. It was a very fancy Ford. Really fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ford made some really fancy cars back then.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
You know, especially their Lincolns and things like that. But
yep.
Anyway, that was the only thing.
All right.
That was a little quiz this morning, but you both failed, but you got close. So
yeah.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
All right, Pat.
Boys.
All right, thanks for calling, Pat.
Call back. Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Trusty Pat calling in.
85.
1985.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to hit the top of the hour news break here. Be back with more. Another hour of the first shift coming up. Please stick around and keep it right here on WRMN on this nice Monday morning.
Columbia College of Missouri Elgin campus is intent in their commitment to open doors and support those who strive for excellence. Too many people have been made to feel that higher education isn't a place for them, that it is someone else's dream. But Columbia College of Missouri has changed all that. With individualized attention and ongoing support, Columbia College knows a future built by you is a future built for you. Columbia College of Missouri Elgin campus, your new starts now. Visit ccis.edu.
When you need your banker, they should be ready to put you first. At Wintrust, you can have the banking experience you need and the one you deserve. Ready for a change? We've made it even easier. Our new sophisticated online platform makes opening accounts a breeze, but our bankers are always here for you. Open a new Total Access checking account in minutes at wintrust.com/fast. Plus, get $300.
$100 required to open. Requirements to qualify. Must use link to apply.
Member FDI.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 8 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Prevnar. Elgin's Downtown Market is ready to kick off its summer season on June 7th with extended hours from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m., offering locals more time to explore after work. Running until August 30th, visitors can enjoy an array of fresh produce, meats, artisanal crafts, and live music. 38-year-old Victor Alon has pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of his wife, Wendy Alon. The incident occurring back in July of 2021, ending fatally when Victor strangled his wife during a domestic dispute. Attention now turns to the sentencing, which will occur on June 20th. He faces up to 60 years in prison. Elgin police officer Jordan Collins has been charged with 5 counts of possession of child pornography. The 33-year-old officer, who has served the Elgin Police Department for 5 years, was arrested while on duty. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive. at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions.
America's First Responders Fest, Saturday, September 7th at Panton Mill Park, South Elgin, Illinois. Join us Saturday, September 7th for America's First Responders Fest. The South Elgin event will pay tribute to veterans and all first responders. This year's event includes Rapid Response 5K and Fun Run starting at 10 a.m. The festival hours are 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll have first responder stage tributes. There will be a classic car show from JP Car Shows. Live bands featuring Deacon Frost, Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, Jimmy Nick, and the Junkyard Groove. We'll broadcast live right here on WRMN 1410 and at WRMN Radio on YouTube. There will be food and beverage trucks, kids' activities, and market-style vendor booths. For more information and updates leading up to the event, please visit afrfest.org. Again, that's Saturday, September 7th. For more information, visit afrfest.org. That's America's First Responders Fest, Saturday, September 7th at Panton Mill Park, South Elgin, Illinois.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Yankees pounded the White Sox 7-2 in the Bronx on Sunday. New York has wins in 7 straight. They finished off a 3-game sweep over the Sox. Aaron Judge hit his 13th homer of the season and 7th in 13 games. Carlos Rodon won his 3rd straight start for New York. The Pirates got by the Cubs 3-2 at Wrigley Field on Sunday. Mitch Keller improved to 3-0 with a 1.29 ERA in 3 May starts. The righty allowed 2 runs and a pair of hits. He struck out 3 and walked 3. Nick Gonzalez hit a key 2-run single for the Pirates. Jack Sawinski went deep. The Bulls are adding to their coaching staff. Former Wizards head coach Wes Unseld Jr. and Clippers assistant Dan Krager joining Coach Billy Donovan's staff as top assistants. Donovan's remaking his staff after the departure of Chris Fleming and Josh Longstaff's acceptance of a new job as the second assistant with Charlotte. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Something amazing is happening in education. Students are inspired and engaged. That's because school districts consulted with CDW, who designed modern classroom solutions with pre-configured HP devices, making learning more accessible, secure, and immersive. Now, when students study topics like elephants, it feels like elephants are there with them. HP and CDW make amazing happen.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM.
We are Lions International, the world's largest service organization. We are volunteers committed to strengthening our communities and supporting those in need, one act of kindness at a time. For more than a century, Lions have been serving a world in need, right here in our community and around the world. Lions International makes the impossible possible. This is your invitation to join us, because the only thing missing from our mission to make a difference is you. Visit lionsclub.org to find a local Lions Club near you.
If you are 50 years and older, you are welcome to join Elgin State Bank's sponsored movie days at Elgin Marcus Theater. It will always be on the second Thursday of each month. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. At 9 a.m., you will hear a very brief message from Sherry Aschenbrenner about upcoming senior events, and movies will begin at approximately 9:30 a.m. Coffee and a donut is complimentary. You can always call the movie theater hotline number of 847-888-7976 to find out what movies are playing each month. The cost is $3 if you are a member of Elgin State Bank, meaning you have an account there, and $5 if you are a non-member. And for more senior information, catch Sherry's Senior Showcase on the third Tuesday of every month at 9:15 a.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Experts say regular auto maintenance is one of the most important things for your car. Meineke Car Care Center at 376 Sundown Road in South Elgin covers all your automotive needs. From oil changes, brake services, and emission testing, Meineke's expert staff provides hard work and dedication with the utmost professionalism. Need an oil change? Visit Meineke in South Elgin for their 23-point inspection. Call 847-888-9644.
Take your family out or meet up with a friend for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Elgin IHOP, located at 101 Randall Road by the theater. They're open for dining 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop in at 3 p.m. for happy hour with discounted meal deals for early birds starting at just $6. You can choose from breakfast choices like the pancake sundaes or juicy burgers or maybe a classic burrito bowl. Check out the menu at ihop.com today.
For goodness sake, I got the hippie shakes. Yeah, I got the shakes. I got the hippie shakes. Oh, I can't sit still with the hippie shakes. Yeah, I feel now with the hippie shakes.
Well, Larry Jones suggested this during the break. Welcome back to the first shift. I'm radio's Marky B with local legend Larry Jones. Hour 2 of this show. Kind of. Hour 3, but hour 2 with Larry. This is the Swinging Blue Jeans.
There you go, buddy. I told you, we were talking about the hippie van. I asked you if you'd ever heard the hippie shake. You hadn't, right?
No.
There you go. Just part of the Marky Enrichment series I got going right now.
So you think this should be the theme song for the hippie van?
Well, I mean, maybe when you want to perk things up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's okay to sit around and look at a lava lamp. but once in a while, you may need to kind of give it a kick.
Yeah, we don't have a lava lamp yet.
You don't?
Well, no.
Hard to find a 12
I got a couple lava lamps in the man cave. I guess I could take one of those out.
Yeah, well, I mean, one less, who noticed?
Yeah. Nobody would know.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much stuff down there.
Mm-hmm.
The Swinging Blue Jeans. They look like the Beatles.
Do they?
It's four guys, they look like the early Beatles, like four guys in suits and ties and got that straight black kind of short hair.
Yeah. The guy singing the lead sounds like it would sound if John Lennon was singing that song. He's got that kind of little raspy voice going.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
They must have been from, is that the early 60s probably when that song came out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just part of that constant flow of useless information that's like on a loop in my head, just there.
Yeah.
You know, I have an 8-track head. So
an 8-track head?
Yeah, it just repeats. Yeah. I wanted to say that on Saturday, you asked me what I did. I forgot that on Saturday, loyal listener Dan Maloney and his wife, they invited me out because they live in the neighborhood I'm going to out in, how's that, good?
Oh, my God. I tried to whip up a little coffee at the top of the hour break.
Yeah.
Is it when you first, because it's, it was still kind of brewing when I got this, and I had to, like, hold the thing for a while, like maybe it wasn't quite as far along as it needed to be, so it sort of squeeze some coffee out into my cup, but when it's the very first part, that's not good, right? Because it's like the strong part.
I don't know what's the strongest part. I could tell though that it was a wonderful cup of coffee from your first sip.
I couldn't even get a full cup. It was like barely coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something finally wrong with that coffee maker. It's been so long. I've had that coffee maker for a long time.
Yeah, maybe it's time to replace it. Put the word out.
I think I just did.
I think you did. Well, anyway, so Dan and his wife, and I'm so bad at names that I apologize, but they had me out, and then James and his wife, who when I got out of the car, I walked up, and James was talking to a neighbor down the street, James from Crossville.
Yeah.
But I knew her, but again, I'm so bad at this that you ever do that, Mark, where you say, of course I know, but you're panicky because you don't know where from. So it was nice to see them. They were passing through. They were headed between Crossville and headed up into Wisconsin. So
Wow.
And talked to Dan and his wife.
Yeah,
it was a nice visit.
I hate that with names.
I'm terrible.
Hate it. And it doesn't make sense. Like sometimes, usually I guess it's at night when I have more trouble. Like my brain's tired from the day or something.
Yeah, mine's always tired.
Yeah. But then, there'll be other times when that same person, the name will come right to me.
Yeah.
But I had to, you ever look in your phone to see if you can find the person's name that you're looking at in that public place?
Thinking it'll jar something, but I have too many contacts. I don't have enough time to make it through.
Well, because it happened to me Saturday when I was at the Fire Barn Memorial.
Mm-hmm. Liking the firemen more than the police officers, I understand.
Yeah. I really love the firefighters.
Those fire guys, they're great.
Wouldn't miss that event for the world.
Working on that Sharon Annis part of her show with them.
So, who I can't see? Maybe now it'll stick with me because of what happened Saturday. But I can't, for the life of me, every time I see State Representative Dan Ugasti, can't remember his name.
Oh.
I mean, I'm like...
That's not good for a politician.
I'm like, why? How do I know Don DeWitt.
I know.
But Dan Ugasti, for whatever reason, it always takes a while for my mind to bring that back. And so I started looking through my cell phone.
It took a long time to get to the Ugaskis.
Yeah, of course, his last name starts with a U.
I know. Yeah, it's not Fred Adams. Nope.
That's what I was hoping for. It was going to be someone with it was going to be Dan Ugasti.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's Dan Ugasti. I barely got like maybe 2 names with people that start with a U.
Yeah,
in my cell phone.
Mm-hmm. So did you finally remember it?
I talked to him before I remembered his name.
Oh yeah,
but because we've come across each other a few times, so he recognized me and I recognized him, and we spoke.
I try to be very quick with people. I mean, I guess you can't offset, but I'm very quick when I see somebody or something to try to get them off the hook and say, hey, you may not remember me. I'm Larry Jones.
Yeah.
I try to do that.
Yeah.
I try to do that because I hope it gets them out of that it's uncomfortable kind of thing,
You may remember me. I'm Larry Jones.
No, not you may. You may not.
Oh.
You may remember. You may have seen me in such epics as the Elgin 4th of July parade. You may have seen it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's good to see you, Larry.
Yeah.
So I just said that so you would tell me your name, by the way?
Yeah,
What's your name?
Yeah. I was hoping you'd reciprocate by telling me that you're so-and-so. Yeah.
I got 2 people with the letter U in my phone.
Yeah, but you couldn't get to that. You would have to be like at a sleepover to get to it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Dan Ugasti and Leah Unser.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 last names U in my cell phone.
But the other problem, of course, is it doesn't help. I mean... Yeah, and you get in a hurry, and then you go buy them anyway because you think I don't know enough U's. I'm not going to check there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm trying to see. I have fewer U's. I guess 2 Z's. So I'm tired.
Got anybody like X?
X.
No. Xavier or somebody? Something like that?
No X's. So okay. I guess you're right. X wins the battle.
Yeah, I think so.
847-931-1410. I'm going to go. There's so many names in my phone. A lot that I don't recognize. Mm-hmm. A lot more that it's been a long time, and I know I'll never talk to again in my life.
I do purge.
You do?
There sometimes. The other thing of course, is sometimes I'll put a contact in there without bothering to see if I've spelled their name the way I kind of spell it the way it sounds.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'll get something from them and I'll look and I don't replace, I don't edit. I'll do a new contact and then I have I have a couple of doubles in there as well with like 1 letter off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yesterday when I was at that Dam Save the Dam picnic.
Yeah, that Dam Save the Dam?
That Dam Save the Dam picnic.
Yeah.
And I met Patrice, and I can't remember her last name right now, but it's first time.
It's not our Patrice, though. No, ours was Therese.
Therese, yeah.
I miss her.
Yeah,
but
I do
she was
too.
so sweet to call.
So Patrice, I took her name and phone number so I could call her this week to have her on the show next week. Now, thank God I remember her name is Patrice.
Because you wouldn't find
right now, because otherwise I'd have a hard time. And I should have put her in, I'm surprised I actually put her real last name in there because My regular self would have put in Patrice Save the Dam.
That's what
Save the Dam would have been her last name.
I still do that. I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I put in like with Ken House Buyer.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if I put in by the last name, I have to know the name to find it.
Yeah.
This time I can put Ken House Buyer or whatever. Yeah.
Then you just got to remember that you put House Buyer.
Yeah, I know. As I bumble through life, I keep thinking I need like an assistant or somebody just to keep track of everything for me now.
Yeah.
You do too. You're younger, but you do.
I know.
Yeah.
847-931-1410. Well, she waited through the entire break.
She did?
She called during right before the top of the hour. And she's still holding. It's 17 past 8 now. I can't get rid of her no matter what I do. So let's take this call real fast. It's Crazy Kathy calling for the second time.
Oh.
I cannot make her go away.
She will not go.
No. Can make her hold all day.
That is very funny. That is so very funny. That is, all right. Westside Fred wants you to know, and he asked me to let you know he's at St. Joe in ICU.
In ICU?
Kathy's the only person I know that chuckles while she's telling you someone you know is in ICU.
Yeah.
Well, I've done there myself.
Me too. No, I haven't. But I've had people I care about a great deal, but I never chuckled when I was telling anybody about it.
Well, I'm chuckling from how long I was on hold for.
I know that.
No
I know.
reason, and that was funny. And he said he still isn't sure. You'll have to call him. And his pastor, Tom Severson, went to see him yesterday, and there you're making me lose my entire train of thought. That is so funny. Mark, that's just, what do you mean you can't get rid of me?
You ever get into a little laughing spell that you can't get out of it? I
have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have.
I haven't. That doesn't really happen to me anymore. It happens to Crazy Kathy, evidently.
All the time.
But when my brother and I went to Germany when we were kids, and I was 6 years older than him, we annoyed the hell out of my mom and my grandmother
because you would look.
Because one of us would start laughing, and then neither one of us could stop laughing.
Yeah.
And it went on, and we couldn't stop.
I know. Yeah.
So don't be annoying, Certified.
Don't stop believing.
Mark said that. You know, I would never say that to you, Kath. I want that on record. I would not say that. That was Mark.
Well, there's a reason you wouldn't want that on record, Larry. Okay, well.
All right. Well, thanks for the report about downtown Jose.
No.
Westside Freddy.
Yeah, we wish him the best.
I see you at St. Joe.
Okay.
And call him. You know, you can call him yourself, but yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye, Kath.
Have a good day.
Thanks. Roving sideline reporter,
okay, bye.
Kath.
We waited that entire time to laugh mostly.
Maybe Steve Thorne can get her to do his when he's like reporting on people that have passed away. She could put like a little bit more of a fun spin on those names. As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he died last week.
Yep.
Love it when people die.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, one thing is we should talk about SB Nation a little bit, Larry Jones.
Yes.
We talk about SB Nation, and it's a good place to go. And
we haven't talked sports at all today.
I know.
This is like, you know why? Because both teams are kind of sucky right now.
I know. No one's calling though, so I'm gonna start talking about sports now.
That's going to happen.
Yep.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Yep.
By golly. Well, anyway, before we start talking about sports, let's talk about sports, Mark.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're interested in sports like Mark and I, and South Elgin Chris, which he's always going to, I know he's, what is he, the Sultan of South Elgin?
Yeah.
He's always going to be South Elgin Chris to me. I mean, I buy into any name, but in my mind.
Right. I don't know why people want to change their nicknames.
I think George changed him.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
George does that.
He bequeaths them.
George, he does that. He changed his own nickname.
I know.
To the previous caller.
I know. Well, that was just kind of a shot. That was done in protest.
Yeah.
That's all. when he was referred to that. He
changed Joni's nickname back when we had Joni.
Remember when Joni used to be around?
Yeah, just Joni.
Those were the days, buddy. Anyway, we digress because we're talking about SB Nation. Listen, if you're interested in sports and would like to find a blog site that covers every sport you could be interested in, good place to go is SN Sports B, isn't Blog Nation. To get to SB Nation, you need to get the app store. Get the SB Nation app for your smartphone or tablet. You can always log in at sbnation.com. When you get there, please stop by the Knights on Ice blog, see what everybody Shepard Price writing about. Then you can go anywhere. Want to go say, thank God the Sox got out of New York. The Yankees were treating them like it's terrible.
Yeah.
That really shows you. You can get a little swept up when the Sox beat some other bottom feeders.
Right.
But when they go into a franchise that's really a franchise, no.
Yankees have I think the best record in the American League right now.
And they look like it too.
Yeah, do they?
They look like
Pretty polished.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't make a lot of error. They don't do a lot of bad things. Anyway, there is a blog for any sport you're interested in. If you're hesitant to leave your opinion, you don't have to. But what I like best is you can go to SB Nation when you want to. So do us all a favor. Check out SB Nation, see if sports blogging is for you.
I saw a couple minutes of the White Sox-Yankees game Friday night. I saw Anthony Rizzo bat.
I always like to see Anthony.
Yeah. I think he got a bloop single when I watched him bat.
They all count. When you open up the scorebook, they all look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were saying the Yankees don't really make mistakes, but or too many. But
not too many.
Their center fielder butchered a couple balls on Friday night.
Did he misplay one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came in and tried to make, I'm not sure who hit it, maybe Tommy Pham or something. He tried to come in, and not only did he not catch it, but he wasn't even close, and the ball went right past him.
Did he throw himself at it? I was like that when they dive, but it's like 3 feet off their mitt.
Yeah. But the Yankees swept the series, and the Cubs did not play well this weekend.
No.
And Pittsburgh came to Wrigley Field and won 3 out of 4. Anytime you think of Pittsburgh,
yeah, they're not.
You don't.
Yeah. I haven't thought of them as a good team since Elroy Face was on that team.
I mean, they have good teams every once in a while, but they're one of those teams that only has good teams every once in a while.
Once in a while. They're like Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Same kind. I think of them in the very same kind of thing, you know? Once in a while.
Right.
Once in a while.
Kansas City Royals, kind of that way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once in a while. So Pittsburgh won 3 out of 4. They beat the Cubs 3-2 yesterday.
Not good.
Can't blame this weekend on the bullpen. They're not scoring runs.
No.
And now they are without Dansby Swanson and Nico Horner right now.
Yeah.
They're both going to be back maybe even tomorrow night, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But so they got Mastroboni playing shortstop, Madrigal at second. I like Nicky 2 strikes. But I think those guys are definitely a little bit of a step back from Swanson and Horner.
Yeah.
In the middle of the field.
I have a stadium question for you. And
all right.
When I was watching a little bit, and I really watched like snippets, like I would think I'm going to just sit down for a minute because I'm running around doing stuff, and I would have the game on. Has Yankee Stadium always had that low wall and left that like almost a line drive can just carry? You know what I mean? They don't have to have a lot of height to get out of that place.
Yeah. I think it has.
Really? I don't know. Maybe I just didn't pay any attention.
Hardly. If it's not a Cubs game, I hardly watch any baseball. I watch almost all the Cubs games, but I don't really watch 2 other teams play each other.
I have a hard time. I have a friend who is watching baseball a lot, and I'll say, like, what game are you watching? And it'll be like 2 teams that I'm like, I can't do that. I have to have, unless it's the World Series.
Yeah.
But I have to have something in there to keep me watching it. If not.
If the Kansas City Royals are playing the Detroit Tigers.
Probably not. Probably not. Unless one of them's got an ex-player, like an ex-player from a team or something.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it. So anyway, if there's any stadium people out there, maybe I just didn't pay close enough attention because the Yankees hit a couple of home runs that they were about 7 feet off the ground. They're just.
Really?
Yeah.
Giancarlo Stanton, he probably hit one of those home runs.
He probably did.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just.
Well, the article in the paper after yesterday's Cubs loss is trying to say, hey, is there a little problem here? Are we starting to see that the Cubs may have some like longer term issues here based on what we saw against Pittsburgh this weekend? The Pirates, they're not a bad team.
No.
They're a pretty good bad team. I mean, their starting pitching's pretty young and strong. I was kind of impressed. I think the Pirates look as good as the Cubs to me.
I'm not a uniform guy, but the uniforms that I saw, at least one game, the Pirates were wearing looked like they could walk out of the corn in that baseball film. I mean, I don't always like throwback uniforms when I didn't like the initial uniforms.
Yeah.
And I thought they looked ugh. So
I didn't see. Didn't they one day have uniforms that say like PGH, just the initials?
Yeah. I don't know if that was like from like 1903 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to. I'm more of just a baseball purist. I
do too. I like it when the Cubs just wear their home white jerseys.
I like Cubs blues too, though. I kind of like the Cubs blue.
Do you?
I do. What were the hats for over the weekend? Every team wore the same hat.
I don't know.
And maybe they mentioned.
Oh yeah, I saw those hats. I couldn't figure out what those hats were for. Yeah.
I don't know.
They're like black hats with like
some kind of I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And part of it, of course, is I don't know what we could be celebrating. Is there like some veterans thing or something we could be celebrating or something?
Well, I mean, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, so I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Maybe Cleveland Dennis knows.
Maybe so.
All right. He probably knows.
I bet he does.
847-931-1410. Cleveland Dennis is on the phone with us now. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I did know because I looked it up about the black hats.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't remember, but it does have something to do with MLB celebrating something, I think, about themselves.
Let's celebrate ourselves.
Yeah, we've been around a long time.
That's right. Yes. And I even asked someone, I said, it seems like the Cubs must have ran out of hats, so they borrowed some of the Pirates' hats.
They were not very good looking hats.
And if you wear something, if you're wearing something to honor something, but somebody has to explain to you what it means, in a way, it's like those vanity license plates where people, and you're like going, why show something if nobody knows what it means?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, those are good points. But I'm really calling about Yankee Stadium. As I remember it, the old Yankee Stadium was .295 in right field. Thus, all the home runs by the left-handed hitters, Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle, 1961.
Yeah.
And remember it well because our team was called the Marises. And a lot of us on the team were Yankee haters, but the kid that ran it, he loved the Yankees, so he named it. He wanted to be the Mantles, but Mantles was taken, so we were the Marises.
There you go.
Armed Forces Day, I guess, was the impetus behind the hats.
Okay.
Because I just put Major League Baseball caps worn this weekend into Google.
Armed Forces Day.
And it shows a picture of the hat. And Chicago Cubs Armed Forces Day hats are available for $45.99 if you want one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's three. There's one for $45.99. There's one for $35.99 and one for $33.99.
Nothing like a used one?
None of these are used yet, no.
Okay.
Just check eBay today, though.
I guess.
Someone that might have gotten one this weekend is selling it now.
Yeah, selling it now.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Well, okay, that's all I have this morning.
All right, Dane. Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was actually thinking about, and I remember that a lot of left-handers hit home runs at Yankee Stadium, but I was thinking about their left field. That's where I saw a couple of different home runs. Just like I say, they had no height. I thought they were going to be off the wall,
Yeah.
And they were just line drives, just
straight out the park.
Yeah.
Before they landed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
847-931-1410.
The Yankees were, when I was a kid, other than the Cubs, well, the White Sox and then the Cubs, was probably the only other team I knew the players on. Probably.
When you were a kid?
Yeah, because they were in the World Series so much, and so you got to listen. You'd hear those names, and yeah.
When I was a kid, I knew all the players on all the teams.
Yeah.
I really followed baseball a lot, and I played all these games.
Yeah.
That made me know all the players of all the teams.
Right. I knew Cardinals because the state, when you got downstate a little bit, it's like a mix, like more Cubs Cardinals. That's where not a lot of White Sox fans down there, but the Cubs and the Cardinals seem to split Central Illinois.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Cardinals. I've always hated the Cardinals. I guess I should have.
Hate's a big word.
And when you're and I'm a diehard Cubs fan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't hate the White Sox.
I know.
There's no reason.
Well, the White Sox, I don't think ever knocked the Cubs out of anything, or back in the old days, they didn't even play each other, did they? When did they start that?
No.
Yeah.
It's been a while now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like seatbelts, but
right.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't when I was a kid. I don't remember any. Even though they wouldn't have called it a crosstown classic, I don't remember them playing each other. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a charity game or something.
Are there any teams you hate, Larry?
No.
No.
I mean, there are teams in football I don't like, but no.
What football teams do you not like?
Well, I kind of think you get down into. I didn't like the Ravens for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why. And of course, I always disliked the Dolphins just because of the '85 Bears.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't have happened. They weren't on the same level as the Bears.
No.
That shouldn't have happened. But you can't. I put that on Buddy Ryan. Put that on Buddy Ryan. He kept thinking his defensive backs could man up on Clayton and what was the other?
Mark Duper?
Duper, yeah. Kept thinking they could, just have like single coverage, and they couldn't.
Dan Marino burned him that night.
He did. Nothing wrong with Dan Marino. I'm not taking anything away. I'm just saying that team was not on the same level.
So, okay, so you, hate is kind of a strong word.
It is. I disliked them.
Yeah.
I didn't hate
football teams.
Don't be haters.
Sure.
Don't be a hater.
Okay, I won't hate.
Yeah, don't.
I don't like the Cardinals, and I don't like the New York Mets. And it has nothing to do with 1969 because I don't remember 1969.
Yeah, that's carrying a grudge for something you don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I just have never liked the New York Mets.
Yeah.
I don't like watching the Cubs when they play the Mets.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the Mets that bother me. And I don't like watching games at whatever the field, City Field or whatever they play at.
I don't know what the name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those are the two teams I can't stand the most.
Okay.
Cardinals and the Mets. I just needed to vent about that.
Mm-hmm.
847.
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
It's like a catharsis. You're out with the bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Atlanta Braves come to town against the Cubs tomorrow. But Atlanta plays a doubleheader today, apparently. And today they're going to pitch Reynaldo Lopez and Chris Sale in their doubleheader. So those two guys who both pitched well against the Cubs last week are not going to pitch in the Cubs series. How did Reynaldo Lopez become a great pitcher all of a sudden? He was like the guy the White Sox only used when they really needed like a fifth starter, wasn't he?
Getting out of town. It's getting out of town.
Yeah.
Everything's better when you leave,
And I guess, is Chris Sale, I guess he's still an effective pitcher, too.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. He's the guy. What was the weird thing that happened in the locker room?
He didn't like those throwbacks, the nostalgia jerseys, so he cut them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a phone call. 847-931-1410 and check in with the commander.
Sure.
Mark Smith. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, good morning, gents. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Excellent. Yeah. So I grew up a Cardinals fan. I grew up in Central, and I grew up in Bloomington Normal. So it was like clockwork. My dad worked for UPS during the week, railroader on the weekend. So a hardworking guy, but it was like clockwork, kind of like Mark doesn't travel east. We didn't travel north. So every year vacation was St. Louis, Cardinals game, and Six Flags. That was, you could just lay it out, and we knew what we were doing every year. But all good. So I just passed Fire Barn number 5. Actually, looks great out there. Sorry, I wasn't able to get out there. We had our last Elgin Patriotic Memorial meeting, before the big show this weekend coming up. Just kind of reminding everyone that we're out at Bluff City today at 9 o'clock.
Better pull over.
And
better
tomorrow,
pull over.
9 o'clock. I know, right?
He's in a chase. They're after him.
In 25. Sorry. But yeah, so we're out there setting up the flags day. If anybody wants to come out and join in, it's going to be a great day. We got over 600 and something flags we put up for the Avenue of Flags, and it's always a great time. Very rewarding to see the finished product for sure.
That starts in about 30 minutes, right? At like 9 o'clock?
Yeah, we'll be out here at 9. I mean, you don't have to be here right at 9. If you can come a little later, that's fine. We'll be out here, though. And I just wanted to talk a little bit, too, about the well, I was going to mention Armed Forces Day. We did have the National Commander over the weekend. That went really well. Visited laid a wreath at Elgin Veterans Memorial Park, and then we had a meet and greet Friday night at the Legion, which was good. And then talk a little bit, too, about the felony stuff with what you guys were talking about earlier. When I was on Elgin PD. You know, like Larry said, Elgin's got a piece of Cook County in it, too. So whenever we would charge a felony, and you can ask the chief if it's still like this, we would have to contact Cook County. They always had an assistant state's attorney on a prosecutor on duty, even at 2 in the morning, and you had to call and review the charges with them. I don't care if you had a speeder 100 miles an hour and a 30 and weapons and all this. If they didn't want it, they'd just be like, no, dump it or reduce it to a misdemeanor. Too busy.
Well, you have to do it now. You have to do it in the Kane County section too now.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they have on-call assistance too.
Yeah. But I definitely agree that the Cook County side has definitely gotten more liberal or whatever for the worse, right? With pushing those charges. So. Just wanted to say hey and just remind everybody we're at Bluff City, and if they want to come out and help, come out and pitch in. Thanks. You guys have a great show.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, today and tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Today and tomorrow, and then even Wednesday afternoon, there's something else going on out there, right? Some more preparation for the weekend.
Yeah, today and tomorrow are the main days. If we can get done, it's one of those kind of things. If we can get it done in one day, we will. But I'll try to update all the Facebook pages and social media stuff today, if we're still coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, Mark.
Take care. Yeah. The Commander, Mark Smith from the American Legion. 8:38's the time. 847-931-1410 is the phone number. Kind of neglected the YouTube chatters during the show today, Larry.
Oh, yeah?
We should catch up on a few YouTubers.
I have to put the YouTube is fine print to me, so I have to get my glasses on to
I'm actually able to see that. Let's see. We have Brendan checking in. He says, we went to Classic Cinemas in St. Charles, Illinois on Sunday.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. What movie did you see? The director, Dino, checks in. Good morning, Fox River Valley, first shift, Marky B, and our guy, Larry. Great weekend. Fire Museum presentation. Awesome. Great job on all who participated and presented. And Saturday dinner at Arcades.
Oh.
Dino went to Arcades on Saturday, and we, myself and Dennis D. Not So Young and Roger, went on Friday night for the fish fry.
Did you? I stopped one Saturday night when I went to... Anyway, I stopped and took some ribs home from Arcades on a Saturday night. They were good. Not this last Saturday, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I was so sad that everybody talked about the beef stroganoff, and it was the special when we were there.
Yeah.
I don't know why
You just forgot?
No, I looked it over, and I should have because I could have had just a little bit of it and taken it home. I think I would have liked it better. I don't know why I didn't follow through on that. Sometimes I disappoint me, Mark.
You didn't get the beef stroganoff?
I had a burger.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're mad at yourself for that?
Yeah, it would have been it seemed like a lot, and I thought, but I could have stretched that out. It would have been good, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have Amboy Jeff checking in.
Good.
He says, good morning, first shifters. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Amboy Jeff. Dennis D. Not So Young says, good morning, first shifters. Have a great day and stay safe. The Soto family with Hector, Nitty Rose, Jeremiah, Uncle Boom Boom, all up in the house on this Monday. Yes, the commander who just called said they're setting the avenue of flags today and tomorrow.
That's really impressive there, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Volunteers are needed, so come out to the Bluff City Cemetery and join us, says the commander. I think we're going to stay dry till at least about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well.
So if they can get a lot of work done over the next few hours, then that'll be a good step in the right direction. Mm-hmm. Linda Carter says, good morning, Larry J. Welcome back to Monday.
Hey, Linda.
First shift Sherry checking in. Morning first shifters, my Monday off. I might head out to Bluff City to help put in the flags.
It's a long walk.
Yeah, that would be kind of a fun walk.
Why would you think that would be a fun? Why would you think that?
Just walking through some of those neighborhoods on the southeast side.
Just
over there.
Fun. Just fun.
Would be. You could walk down Cocaine for a while.
Yeah, that's right. Walk on the Cook side in case you commit a felony. But let's say you're carrying a gun or something. Stay on the Cook side.
Stay on the east side of the street.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, and then you might get released if you get pulled over.
Sure.
Let's see. Terry S. says, good morning, enjoying the show. And let's see. Brendan also says, do you remember Charlestown Mall in St. Charles, Illinois?
Yes, Brendan.
Yeah. Now they're going to be destroying Stratford Mall soon, I guess.
Coming soon. Pretty soon, the people like Wes I will be telling his grandkids, there was a time, there was a thing called malls. And it was like this big place that you could go from store to store and never have to go outside. And they'd be going, you're kidding.
Wow, yeah.
Grandpa, that's so cool.
Yeah. Why is Woodfield survive? Why is Woodfield the one mall that continues to thrive?
I don't know. Although, no, I haven't been in Woodfield in so long. I don't know if every store is like a really good store or if it's like a lot of like Sunglass Huts. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in there.
Because even in the waning days of the Spring Hill Mall, the quality of the stores wasn't quite...
There was slippage, Mark. There was slippage.
There were lots of places you can get a cell phone, maybe. Or...
Yeah. Or again, cell phones or...
A beeper?
A watch. Like, a Swiss Navy watch. Stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, well, it's 8:43. We'll take one more quick break here, and then we'll come back with the finish of the show. Actually, we have a call now. So
okay.
I guess, you know what? It's George, though. So, George, if you don't mind waiting through this short break.
Aren't you taking advantage of our friendship?
I don't know. Should we take his call?
No, we should stay on breaks.
Okay.
We have to do better.
All right, you're right.
Okay.
So we're going to take this quick break, and then we'll come back and be joined by George as we come down the tail end of the show. We have room for you, too, at 847-931-1410. It's the first shift on a Monday on WRMN.
Celebrating 70 years of serving the Fox River Valley, WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM is proud to inform and entertain you every day with great local shows that keep you connected with the people in your community, like the Radio Shopping Show, where listeners are encouraged to let us know about their experiences with our business partners.
We did the Japanese garden, and they had a free show at the time that we went. We went over to Denny's restaurant where we did the breakfast, and then we head off to Wisconsin Dells. We did the Pirates Cove, the Knucklehead. It was just a fun 3-day trip. So thanks to you guys.
The voice of the Valley and the home of the Radio Shopping Show. You are listening to WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
This is Marky B inviting you to feel the power of the first shift.
To God be the glory, my brother. Thank you so much. You are such an inspiration to many of folk that's here in Elgin. I'm in West Dundee. I'm a Dundeeite now, not an Elginite anymore, but I love you. I can even give a number of prayers that we as a people continue to grow and to be there for one another. Please, people, let's get on board. Check on your neighbors, check on your friends, and just give an inspiration that life is worth living.
It's the first shift weekday mornings from 6 until 10 right here on WRMN. Thirst-quenching craft beers await you on tap at the Spotted Fox Ale House in St. Charles with food and drink specials daily. Stop in on Tuesdays for half-off Black Angus burgers and $4 nitro drafts. Fridays feature the Spotted Fox Atlantic Cod Fish Fry. It's hand-dipped in Blue Moon batter, giving it a light, crispy coating, and served on a bed of fries. Grab your boots for country line dancing Saturdays. Watch all the games at the Spotted Fox. Spotted Fox is now hiring, so stop by and apply. Check out SpottedFoxAlehouse.com.
One of the things we're proud of at WRMN is our connection to the local community. In fact, recently we hosted a fundraiser for a longtime listener, Gene Wheeler, and first shift listener George Rollinson says it turned out perfectly.
Perfection is a moving target. You try to hit that bullseye and you zone in on it. It moves a little to the left and it moves a little to the right. I don't know. I'd say we hit a bullseye. I don't know how that could have been any better.
Working together to make Elgin better. We are WRMN AM 1410, serving the local community since 1949. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter the time of the day, WRMN 1410 AM is your platform to voice your views, share your stories, and connect with the Valley like never before. We're more than just radio. We're a community conversation that's always live, always local, and always looking for your input. Want to chime in on the drive time deal with Matt McNeil? Got a hot tip for first shift with Marky B? Or maybe you've got a question for a one-on-one with Leah. Now's the time to make your voice heard by calling Studio 14 at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You can join in the dialogue from wherever you are by commenting on our YouTube live streams at WRMN Radio. Hit the subscribe button to get notified when we go live and bring your comments to the table. It's easy, it's fun, and hey, it's what neighbors do. We talk, we listen, we engage. You're not just the audience, you're part of the show. Call in, comment, and let's make radio interactive. WRMN 1410 AM, where your words are part of our wavelength.
You tell me you love me, you say you'll be true, then you fly around with somebody new. But I'm crazy about you, you butterfly. You're treating me mean, you're making
Andy
me cry.
Williams.
Yeah. Of my mind to tell you goodbye, I'm
not too familiar with Andy Williams.
Well, he's not from your time, but he had his own show.
He did?
Yeah, he had his own variety show.
The Andy Williams show?
Yeah. No, it was really the Bob Johnson show, but it was about him.
The Bob Johnson show with Andy
about
Williams?
Andy Williams. No, but he had hits. He was like he's kind of a crooner. He had hits that showed up, you know.
I think that's how he's described in this description that I'm about to read.
Oh, really?
Yeah. More Music Hour coming up next hour, by the way, if you want to jam with me for a while.
You're not going to include Andy Williams in your jam?
No, using him up right now.
Okay.
American crooner. That's how they describe him.
That's funny. Yeah.
American crooner Andy Williams, number one on the UK singles chart with this song, Butterfly, on this date in 1957.
He had bigger hits than this in America.
Well, this one went to number one.
Yeah, in the UK.
Oh, yeah. It was the United States singer's only UK number one.
Yeah.
The first of his 40 hit singles from 1957 until 2002.
Yeah, he was a producer, buddy. He put him out there.
And George just hung up.
Oh, we're sorry, George.
He must not be able to wait anymore.
Probably so.
He
probably thought, I can put up with anything, but if Andy Williams has beat me out.
I can wait through the commercial break, but you're still going to stall?
I'm not going to get bumped by Andy Williams and Butterfly or whatever that song was, right?
Right.
Yeah?
Oh, well, sorry, George. Call back if you get a chance.
Yeah, we're sorry.
847-931-1410.
I'd like to go on record as not being I didn't do that. I just want people to know that. I'm more thoughtful.
Than to make George wait?
Yeah.
You said we should take the break.
I said we need to, that is part of our mission statement is to hit the brakes.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help you. You know that.
Well, yeah, but now you're saying you wouldn't have done that to George.
Well, put up my deflector shield. That's all. It isn't me.
Talking out both sides of your face there, Larry.
I do that.
847-931-1410. Let's take a phone call here and see who this is on the line. I don't think it's George, but we'll see. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Oh, it's me, Joel.
Hey, Joel.
Hey, Joel.
Yeah, that was a good song by Andy Williams, but he didn't have the original hit. A guy by the name of Charlie Gracie had the hit. I've got that on a 45 at home.
Oh.
Andy Williams was a very good singer. He was one of my favorites back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And that's really all I wanted to say. I just want to give Charlie Gracie credit for that song. It's really a great song.
Yeah. He had a big hit with, been trying to think since Mark first hit play on that Andy Williams song. Moon River, That might. What do you think, Joel? You think that's maybe his biggest hit?
He had a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, Moon River was a good one, but that was a vocal. There was an instrumental Moon River.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, that was my first girlfriend in my song, Moon River.
There you go.
It's a pretty song.
It was a pretty song.
Crossing you in style someday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, okay, well, anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to mention Charlie Gracie's name. It's a good song.
All right. Thanks, Joel.
How's life down by the riverside, Joel? Everything okay?
Oh, I'm down here right now. It's just as clear as glass right now. Pretty still. It won't be still for long, though. I think we're going to have some rain today.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get some wind and some waves.
Yeah. All right,
okay,
cool.
well, I'm enjoying your show as usual. Good day to you guys and all your listeners.
Thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Joel. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah.
All right, Joel checking in.
I give a lot of credit to those crooners. People that sang in those days where they had to be able to sing. You weren't covered by the music.
Right.
You know, you had to be a singer to sing. Now you can kind of be a yeller to sing.
Yeah.
Sometimes electric guitars and stuff will just bury you. And if not, they can use electronics to make it sound better.
True.
Yeah.
Andy didn't play. He could sing.
Yeah. Andy could sing.
Yeah, on his own.
Mm-hmm.
He was a crooner.
Yes, he was.
847-931-1410. About 6 minutes left in the show, and we have the director of Shots Fired checking in.
I hope he's calling to talk about music. And
Really?
yeah, because, these last two calls have been, uplifting.
Yeah.
John's become he's like the light.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
The light could go off in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think we're in for a downturn.
We're out for a burned-out bulb coming to you soon.
3 positive calls in a row?
I don't think so.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
What's up, John?
Man.
Hey, John.
I'm not tired of being chastised for telling the truth and calling him as I see him or, playing the cards I have. But, gosh almighty, you should be a mirror to society.
Who?
No, forget that. No, me. Anyway, hey, I didn't get a chance to listen to all of the program this morning, but I did hear that the person who was shot that occurred near the Little Caesars on the Wing Park Boulevard, or at McLean and Demond.
McLean and Demond.
Right next. It's in that block between Wing and where the old Gromers used to be.
Right.
A lot of people remember.
Right. I think 900 block. I think up there.
500.
Is it 500? That's right. 590.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. Right.
It was a shooting last night, Larry. Someone got shot
outside by the Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I saw on what's really happening in Elgin.
Really?
One of the social media. They said it was at the Little Caesars.
Ah.
So that should make someone on the city council very happy, because they don't think Steve Thorne doesn't think shots fired calls should be in our statistics. Only if someone is hit with the bullet should that count.
Yeah.
This counts. Then.
This one counts, yeah.
Oh yeah,
this is a keeper.
Is a hopper. Yeah. That's for sure. Is
you got 2 pepperoni pizzas?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Nope. Instead of pan, it's bam, bam.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so that's that was the other thing, and also just one other thing is that the Elgin Committee on Police things, whatever that group they were talking about, they tried to propose that Chief Lally could not instruct her officers to pull anybody over for just a small traffic infraction. Chicago says, you can pull them over. But if you find anything, like if you find a sawed-off shotgun sitting in the back seat, you can't do anything about it.
It doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, I know.
You get one of those away. That's why.
Put that away, son.
You know better.
Put that under
Darn
the seat.
it, you rascal.
That's effective policing, boy. I'll tell you that right now.
I know that.
Yeah, that's effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but hopefully that I'm glad, if you want to talk about something positive, I'm glad the chief spoke up and said, basically, no way. We get a lot of guns off the street.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Doing that, and that's that's a good thing.
My feeling has always been, John, if they're not important enough to enforce, get the legislators to not make them a law. right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
And, then watch the application for FOID cards come in.
I know. Yeah, I know.
So that's the way it is. But so we'll rejoice. Nice weather today, and move on and see what the future brings us.
See that? Even when he reports facts, the new John rejoices.
Finished on a high note. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Take care, man.
See you, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
Rejoice.
All right.
In the day we've been given.
That's right. John appreciates every day.
No, I don't think he does. I think you're reading too much into that rejoice.
Okay. Well, George appreciates every day.
He does.
He's going to call us for one last ditch effort here. We got about a little less than 2 minutes. Hey, George.
George.
Mark, I'm sorry I was inadvertently disconnected while I was on hold.
We thought your plan probably ran out by that time, your phone plan.
Right. I've got to recharge that card. I got to shoot to that cell phone store.
Yep.
I wanted to make mention there is a seismic shift. Most people really won't be impacted or pay attention to this. Larry Jones will, Bob Balsamo will, old school newspaper readers will. And I think, Larry, there'll be a day sometime in the future when young people are telling their children or grandchildren about this thing that used to be called a newspaper.
Right.
There used to be these newspapers. But today is the first day in 177 years that the Chicago Tribune is being printed outside the city of Chicago.
Really?
Its printing has shifted to the Daily Herald facility on the Elgin O'Hare.
Wow.
Freedom Center, which is where they printed for the last 40 years, that 35 or 40 acre island in the Chicago River is being demolished, and that's where the new Chicago Casino will go. So printing operations have ceased at the Freedom Center, and before then, of course, they were being printed underneath the Tribune Tower.
Yeah.
So the first time in 177 years, the Chicago Tribune is being printed outside the city of Chicago boundaries.
Wow.
And in our world, in my world, that's monumental.
Yeah. Well, George, thanks for calling. We got
Sorry,
to go.
George.
But,
we usually take better care of you than this.
No worries. We'll talk again, and I'll be listening to your great show.
Thanks,
Mark.
George.
I love that music show.
Thanks. Stay tuned.
Open doors and support those who strive for excellence. Too many people. Higher education isn't a place for them, that it is someone else's dream. But Columbia College of Missouri has changed all that. With individualized attention and ongoing support, Columbia College knows a future built by you is a future built for you. Columbia College of Missouri Elgin Campus, your new starts now. Visit ccis.edu.
Dine out with family and friends at Nick's Pizza in Elgin or Crystal Lake. Nick serves up award-winning thin crust and Chicago-style pizza. Eat in or carry out. In addition to Nick's fabulous pizza, let Nick's cater your events with pizza, pasta, Italian beef, and other delicious offerings. Their big banquet rooms can accommodate all your event needs. So, for great pizza in a Northwoods, cabin-style atmosphere, bring family and friends to Nick's. Visit nickspizzapub.com.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 9 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Prevnar. Elgin Police Officer Jordan Collins has been charged with 5 counts of possession of child pornography. The 33-year-old officer, who has served the Elgin Police Department for 5 years, was arrested while on duty. Elgin's downtown market is ready to kick off its summer season on June 7th with extended hours from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m., offering locals more time to explore after work. Running until August 30th, visitors can enjoy an array of fresh produce, meats, artisanal crafts, and live music. 38-year-old Victor Alon has pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of his wife, Wendy Alon. The incident occurring back in July of 2021, ending fatally when Victor strangled his wife during a domestic dispute. Attention now turns to the sentencing, which will occur on June 20th. He faces up to 60 years in prison. With your AM 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
WRMN has proudly served the Fox River Valley for over 70 years. We're located at 14 Douglas Avenue in downtown Elgin. Right next to Studio 14 is our store known as the Redemption Center. You are always invited to stop by and see us to live large for less. The Redemption Center is the place to pick up your on-air orders, shop for certificates, and grab some brochures to learn about what we have to offer. Our Redemption Center phone number is 847-741-7700.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Pirates got by the Cubs 3-2 at Wrigley Field on Sunday. Mitch Keller improved to 3-0 with a 1.29 ERA in 3 May starts. The righty allowed 2 runs and a pair of hits. He struck out 3 and walked 3. Nick Gonzalez hit a key 2-run single for the Pirates. Jack Sawinski went deep. The Yankees pounded the White Sox 7-2 in the Bronx on Sunday. New York has wins in 7 straight. They finished off a 3-game sweep over the Sox. Aaron Judge hit his 13th homer of the season and 7th in 13 games. Carlos Rodon won his 3rd straight start for New York. The Bulls are adding to their coaching staff. Former Wizards head coach Wes Unseld Jr. and Clippers assistant Dan Craig are joining Coach Billy Donovan's staff as top assistants. Donovan's remaking his staff after the departure of Chris Fleming and Josh Longstaff's acceptance of a new job as the 2nd assistant with Charlotte. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Something amazing is happening in education. Students are inspired and engaged. That's because school districts consulted with CDW, who designed modern classroom solutions with pre-configured HP devices, making learning more accessible, secure, and immersive. Now, when students study topics like elephants, it feels like elephants are there with them. HP and CDW make amazing happen.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
9:06. It is It is a good day here in the Fox River Valley, and it's time for the More Music Hour. In this hour, we'll play some great songs based on some things that occurred on this date in history, musically speaking. Requests are always welcome at 847-931-1410. If you want to make a request or on YouTube, subscribe to our page. We're at WRMN Radio on YouTube. And you can place a request that way as well. We'll go over some YouTube comments. I'll have some First Shift 411 for you this hour, share some events and things that are going on here in our area that you might want to know about. And that's what we'll do. Each day here on the show during the week, Brian Kilmeade takes you through the mid-morning hours from 10 until 12. And every Monday through Friday here at WRMN, Out to Lunch takes place. Sonar leads the way. Bendamoni and Boquist on with Sonar. On a fairly regular basis. Great guests many days, especially at 12:30. And on Mondays, Open Book, a brand new show that comes on during Out to Lunch at 1 o'clock on Mondays, featuring Leah and talking about things going on at the Gail Borden Library in downtown Elgin. All right, let's start off the all-music hour right now. On this date in 1983, this song was huge. Well, this song became huge in 1983. It's The Police, and it's Every Breath You Take. On this date in 83, this song was released by The Police. It was the Billboard Song of the Year, 1983, and a great song it is.
Every breath you take, and every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you every single day, and every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you.
It was this day in 1983 when this song was released, and it became the song of the year, played over and over again. I even remember when the Chicago White Sox won the American League East in 1983. They played this song over a video they put together of winning that game that clinched the division back in 83. 1983, The Police getting us started here on the More Music Hour on WRMN. 5 years earlier, in 1978, Paul McCartney went to number one on the U.S. singles chart with a song I really like. It was his sixth solo United States number one hit, and it's a good positive song. As we shoot for things in life, we shoot for our goals, we shoot for our dreams. Hard work counts, but it's always easier getting there with a little luck.
With a little luck, we can help it out. We can make this whole damn thing work out. With a little love, we can lay it down. Can't you feel a town exploding? There is no end to what we can do together. There is no end. The willow turns its back on in clear weather, and if he can do it, we can do it. Just me and you and a little
Great song. With a little luck, we can work it out. Paul McCartney and Wings from 1978. More Music Monday. More Music Morning. Here at WRMN AM 1410 and on YouTube at WRMN Radio on YouTube. Thanks everybody for chiming in today on YouTube. Like Northwest Wes, it says, I'm feeling a little manic Monday, or even Monday this morning. Appreciate you, says Northwest Wes. We were talking about, Larry and I were talking about the mamas and the papas right before Larry walked out the door. And I said that for whatever reason, like when you go to YouTube, for instance, there's always it seems like the same thing pops up first every time. And right now, this computer here, every time I go to YouTube, the way I have it set up here, it brings up California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas. And I told Larry, I said, I love that song, but I hate that it's showing up first every single time I go to YouTube, because now, unless I stop it, the song starts to play until I change it to the song that I want to use. And so I'm afraid that I'm going to wear out California Dreaming in my head by hearing the beginning of it too many times. So I hope that doesn't happen, because I really love that song. But it got us to talking about the Mamas and the Papas. And so I was thinking I could hear Monday by the Mamas and the Papas. So I think we will work that in this hour. WRMN Radio on YouTube, if you want to join us this morning. Crazy Certified says, I adore With a Little Luck by Paul McCartney. And the Dutchman's Wood Shack checking in this morning. He says, good morning, coffee's up. Linda Carter wants to send some well wishes to Westside Freddie, who's in St. Joseph's Hospital right now. Had some complications over the weekend. Trusty Pat says, happy Monday. Have a blessed day. Trusty Pat checking in. Wendy of Wendy and the Bob says, across the street from where I live is Cook County. Therefore, I guess the name of that street on the southeast side of Elgin is Cook Kane. Cook across the street and Kane on the west side of the street. It's the county line. Well, let's see. Coming up this weekend, actually coming up today and tomorrow, if you want to get some exercise and you want to go to a place that'll really make you appreciate, I don't know, just being alive, I guess, in a certain kind of way. Sounds weird to say that, but go to the Bluff City Cemetery this morning, and they are setting up for the Avenue of Flags, and they are looking for volunteers. We heard the commander. He called a little while ago. And you can go now. You can go whenever you get a chance to go. You can help out for as long, or I guess as depending on how much time you have. Give them an hour of your time, maybe 2 hours of your time. And they're getting things ready for the big day next on Monday, the 27th. It's Memorial Day, of course, and our Bluff City Cemetery, of course, always has an annual event. Ever since 1868. It's been a few years. That'll make this one the 156th event, I guess. We're going to carry it right here on WRMN beginning at 11 a.m. next Monday morning. So listen in to WRMN if you can't make it out that day. And we'll have it up on YouTube as well. So I would imagine that perhaps after the event, we'll post it so that if you want to watch it later on that day or that night, if you do go to the event, you could do that too. So that's next Monday, 11 a.m., Memorial Day, our coverage. And if you can get out to the Bluff City Cemetery today or tomorrow, you can go right now. Or tomorrow for a couple of hours, also starting at 9 a.m. Weather permitting, we do have some weather threats in our forecast over the next couple of days. It's beautiful right now. 75 degrees, fair skies. Winds out of the southeast at 7. Showers and thunderstorms are coming. Later this afternoon, mostly cloudy skies today with a high of 83. Right now, we have a break of sunshine for the time being at least, and we are sitting at 75 degrees already. There's a 40% chance of a shower or thunderstorm tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of 64. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of a shower, partly sunny and hot. Tomorrow, 88 degrees. Tomorrow night, down to 61. Showers and thunderstorms are likely, and then it cools off a little bit for the rest of the week, and it gets gorgeous. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all looking really nice. Wednesday, 75. Thursday, sunny and 76. Friday, 76 again. Mostly sunny with a chance of an afternoon shower on Friday. Otherwise, sunshine. Looks like 3 amazing days stacking up back to back to back. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Fair skies and 75 degrees outside right now. Let's see. Just to finish my thought on Memorial Day, you can go to elginmemorialday.org to find out everything going on around here. And I'll see if I can get maybe a little bit of a wider ranging scope of some events for those of you that maybe listen in some of the surrounding towns and you want to know about an event going on in conjunction with Memorial Day. It takes place in your town. Well, maybe I'll see if I can find one for Kane County and not just Elgin. But in Elgin, 8:30 next Monday morning, Mount Hope Cemetery at 1001 Villa Street. Combined color guards, salute, and the playing of taps. Lakewood Memorial Park at 9 o'clock. Across the street from Villa Olivia, basically on the north side of Route 20, is where Lakewood Memorial Park is. It's a service to honor those buried. Nice eyesight. I changed an R-I, an I into an N. It's a service to honor those buried, not burned, at the cemetery. It will be held at the Garden of Honor and include a combined color guard, the rifle salute, and the playing of taps. That's at Lakewood at 9 o'clock. At 9:40, adjacent to the Gail Borden Public Library, Veterans Memorial Park, 270 North Grove, I was having a service conducted by the Elgin Navy Club and the Elgin Marine Corps League. The program will feature the Elgin Master Chorale and honor veterans interred at sea. Following the presentation to Elgin Navy Club members, the service will conclude with the strewing of flowers into the Fox River, a rifle salute, and the playing of taps. And then at 11, right here on WRMN, Bluff City Cemetery, 945 Bluff City Boulevard. Our Memorial Day coverage. Held in Elgin's historic Bluff City, this family-oriented program has been a local tradition since the nation's first Memorial Day back in 1868. This year's program will pay a special tribute to the 80th anniversary of D-Day and those who gave their lives during this critical period of World War II. Also feature will be Northwest Baptist Bible Academy and the Elgin Master Chorale. Memorial Day. 4 great Elgin events. 9:26 here at WRMN. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll get a check of local news as we continue in this More Music Hour. We started with some Police and then a great song by Paul McCartney and Wings. Kind of staying on that 80s, 70s vibe a little bit for this portion of the show. And now, this was not a great day in the history of Peter Cetera's life. The great singer from the band Chicago, of course, and solo. But on this day back in 1969, while watching a baseball game at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, Peter Cetera of Chicago, maybe literally and figuratively, was set upon, it says here. I'm not sure what that means. They didn't sit on him, I don't think. That would have been sat upon, right? Well, I think he was beat up a little bit by 4 Marines, and the Marines were mad at him because they didn't like the length of his hair. So I guess they had a little fracas. 4 Marines against Peter Cetera? I don't like Peter's chances. Ouch. Well, you know, Peter got over his pain by singing lots of great songs. They broke his jaw that day, resulting in the singer spending 2 days in intensive care. Modern-day Marines would never do that, would they? Well, all Peter wanted to do was go watch the Dodgers play. Baby, he was in for a big surprise that day.
Before my very eyes, oh, 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 oh. Yesterday it seemed to me my life was nothing more than wasted time. But here today is something changed my mind. Baby, what a big surprise. For my very eyes, oh, oh, just to be alone was a little more than I could take. You came to stay. Ooh, hold me in the morning, let me in the afternoon. Help me find my way. Now and then, just like before, I think about the love I've thrown away. But now it doesn't matter anyway. Baby, what a big surprise. Right before my very eyes. Oh, oh. Baby, what a big surprise. Right before my very eyes. Oh, oh. Baby, what a big surprise. Right before my very eyes.
Baby, what a big surprise Peter Cetera was in for when he ran into 4 Marines on this date back in 1969. Great song. Baby, what a big surprise. Chicago, a part of our More Music Hour here at WRMN. AM 1410, YouTube at WRMN Radio on YouTube. Let's see. The next song I'm going to play is from the Bee Gees. And why am I going to play this song? I know I saw something from the Bee Gees on this date in history. What was it? Let me see. It was not a great day, I think, for one of the Bee Gees, and this could be the reason for the song. Here we go. 2012. 62-year-old singer, songwriter, and Bee Gees co-founder Robin Gibb lost his battle with cancer on This Week in 2012. Along with his brothers, Robin Gibb rose to fame in the late 60s with hits like To Love Somebody in Massachusetts. While the following decade, the Bee Gees helped to make disco music a global phenomenon with their Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. This is from Saturday Night Fever. This is More Than a Woman. This is The First Shift. More Than a Woman from the Bee Gees. Oh, it's the More Music Hour here on this Monday on WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube. Don't forget to download our app if you get a chance and listen no matter where you are in the whole wide world. It's amazing how the app works. At noon every day during the week, our Redemption Center is open if you want to come see us. That's where Matt is, and that's where he's camped between noon and 3. You can give him a call and order from the Radio Shopping Show if you'd like. The Shop Show on the air since 1982 and still going strong here in 2024 and still a prominent part of our radio station. Matt, you can call him at 847-741-7700. That's while he's in the Redemption Center. And then between 3 and 6, you can call Matt here in the studio because that's when our current Radio Shopping Show commences. 3 until 6 right here on WRMN, Mondays through Fridays. However, this Saturday morning, I believe we're going to have a special live Radio Shopping Show with Matt. A lot of special things coming up this weekend on WRMN, including our Wall That Heals broadcast Friday afternoon from 4 until 6 in West Dundee at Randall Oaks Park. So it's going to be a busy, good week as we approach Memorial Day. It is 9:32 here at WRMN. Fair skies, 75 beautiful degrees this hour as we head for a high today of about 83. Some rain and thunderstorms in the forecast for later on this afternoon, all the way to 88 for the temperature tomorrow before we get more pleasant conditions for the rest of the week. WRMN News Time is 9:37, actually. I think I said 9:32. 9:37 here at WRMN. Good morning.
For WRMN 1410, I am Ben Boquist. Saturday, May 4th at 11. For WRMN 1410, I am Ben Boquist.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzi. Explore proven results with Sky Rizzi. 38-year-old Victor Alon has pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of his wife, Wendy Alon. The incident occurring back in July of 2021, ending fatally when Victor strangled his wife during a domestic dispute. Attention now turns to the sentencing, which will occur on June 20th. He faces up to 60 years in prison. Elgin police officer Jordan Collins has been charged with 5 counts of possession of child pornography. The 33-year-old officer who has served the Elgin Police Department for 5 years was arrested while on duty. Elgin's downtown market is ready to kick off its summer season on June 7th with extended hours from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m., offering locals more time to explore after work. Running until August 30th, visitors can enjoy an array of fresh produce, meats, artisanal crafts, and live music. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Bulls are adding to their coaching staff former Wizards head coach Wes Unseld Jr. and Clippers assistant Dan Krager joining Coach Billy Donovan's staff as top assistants. Donovan's remaking his staff after the departure of Chris Fleming and Josh Longstaff's acceptance of a new job as the second assistant with Charlotte. The Pirates got by the Cubs 3-2 at Wrigley Field on Sunday. Mitch Keller improved to 3-0 with a 1.29 ERA in 3 May starts. The righty allowed 2 runs and a pair of hits. He struck out 3 and walked 3. 3. Nick Gonzalez hit a key 2-run single for the Pirates. Jack Sawinski went deep. The Yankees pounded the White Sox 7-2 in the Bronx on Sunday. New York has wins in 7 straight. They finished off a 3-game sweep over the Sox. Aaron Judge hit his 13th homer of the season and 7th in 13 games. Carlos Rodon won his 3rd straight start for New York. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
This is sponsored by Burger King. Burger King is turning 70 on June 1st and wants to celebrate with you. In honor of this milestone birthday, have it your way with sweet deals for members of the free Burger King loyalty program, Royal Perks. Members will have access to 7 days of daily exclusive digital offers like a free hamburger and free original chicken sandwich with purchases of 70 cents or more, beginning on May 28th and running through June 3rd. Among the digital deals, Royal Perks members can enjoy a medium, ice-cold Coca-Cola soft drink for free with a purchase of 70 cents or more on Thursday, May 30th. Royal Perks members can also celebrate with a $6 birthday meal featuring a flame-grilled Whopper Jr., small fries, small soft drink, and the all-new birthday pie slice for just $6. To learn more about all of the BK birthday offers and to get in on the party, including playing an exclusive game on the BK app, download the Burger King app and sign up for Royal Perks today. Price and participation vary. U.S. only. Terms apply. See bk.com/terms.
It's for Northwest Wes. It's Monday. The Mamas and the Papas. More Music Mondays on WRMN.
Monday, Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, it was all I hoped it would be. Oh, Monday morning couldn't guarantee that Monday evening you would still be here with me. Monday, can't trust that day. Monday, sometimes it just turns out that way. Oh, Monday morning, you gave me no warning of what was to be. Oh, Monday, how could you leave and not take me? Every other day, every other day of the week is fine, yeah. But whenever Monday comes, you can find me crying all of the time. Monday, so good to me. Monday morning, it was all I hoped it would be. But Monday morning couldn't guarantee that Monday evening you would still be here with me. Every other day of the week is fine, yeah. But whenever Monday comes, you can find me crying all of the time. Monday, can't trust that day. Monday, it just turns out that way. Oh, Monday, won't go away. Monday, it's here to stay. Oh, Monday.
Mamas and the Papas and Monday. You know, for whatever reason, when I have heard that song traditionally over the years on a Monday, since it is Monday, I always kind of think of that song as being a rainy day kind of Monday song. Today is not a rainy day. Today is a beautiful day, at least so far. It will become a little bit of a rainy day, I think, later in the afternoon. But very warm, heading for high, almost to the mid-80s again today, all the way to 88 tomorrow. This is Glenn Fry. Of course, he was in the Eagles. On this date in 1995, Don Henley, he and Glenn Fry spent a lot of time together over the years, and they probably argued a lot over the years. But Don Henley, on this date in 95, married model Sharon Summerall. Guests at the wedding included, as you might imagine, Glenn Fry, Joe Walsh, Timothy B. Schmidt, David Crosby, Randy Newman. He had that song, Short People Got No Reason, right? Jackson Brown was there, Jimmy Buffett, Billy Joel, Sting, Sheryl Crow. Everybody who is somebody was there. This is Glenn Fry. Good song.
The sun goes down, the night rolls in. You can feel it starting all over again. Your moon comes up and the music calls. You're getting tired of staring at the same four walls. You're out of your room and down on the street. Moving through the crowd in the midnight heat. The traffic roars, the sirens scream. Look at the
Len Fry, you belong to the city here at WRMN, AM 1410 and WRMN Radio on YouTube as we start to wind down this hour of more music here on WRMN. Tomorrow morning here on the show, we will not have a more music hour because tomorrow it's Specialty Show Tuesday. And that means our friend Sherry Ashenbrenner is going to be in tomorrow morning with Sherry's Senior Showcase. And usually in the past, her show began at 9:15 or so. If you're listening right now and you're a fan of Sherry's show, and you should be, it's a good show, it's good information. And we have fun within the show from time to time. We try to mix in a little fun. Sherry's Senior Showcase tomorrow morning, 9:15, the general start time in the past. But starting tomorrow, we're going to try to begin her show right at about 9:05 after the top of the hour news. So it's Sherry's Senior Showcase tomorrow morning starting at about 9:05 right here on WRMN. Well, today, I mentioned this early this morning in the 6 o'clock hour, marks the birthday of Joe Cocker. He was born on this date in 1944. And I kind of forgot about this song earlier when I was thinking about Joe Cocker. And we played Feelin' All Right, or a part of that song, a great song. And Joe had some soul, no doubt. He also had, with a little help from my friends, the cover of a Beatles song. And that's not really my favorite Joe Cocker song, but this was a great ballad right here. 1982. Joe Cocker scored the United States #1 single with Jennifer Warnes. And this song is called Up Where We Belong. It's a ballad. We can do ballads. Last song today on the More Music Hour. Joe Cocker, Jennifer Warnes, Up Where We Belong, striving for greater things.
Who knows what tomorrow brings? In a world few hearts survive.
All I know is the way I feel when it's real. I keep it alive. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a stair every day. The lift is up where we belong, where the eagles cry on the mountain high. The lift is up where we belong, far from the world below, up where the clear winds blow. Some hang on to used to be, live their lives looking behind.
All we have is here and now. All our lives are there to find.
The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lifts us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lifts us up where we belong, far from the world we know, where the clear wind blows.
On a mountain high, lift us up where we belong. Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warren. Joe Cocker, born on this date in 1944. He passed away December the 22nd of 2014. Earlier this morning, I couldn't remember whether Joe Cocker had died or not, or he would be 80 years old today, but he died at the age of 70 back in 2014. What a great, great song. They lifted him up where he belongs, in music heaven. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our More Music Hour today. Thanks for listening. I only used about half the songs I could have used today, so the library will get more diverse as the week goes on. But we only have two more music shows this week. As I mentioned, we have Sherry Aschenbrenner and her show tomorrow morning in the 9 o'clock hour. Actually, only one more, the more I think about it, because Thursday morning we're going to debut a new show in this hour. It's called Kane County Speaks, and it's hosted by a fellow who you've heard on this show before, Brian Anderson. Brian's going to come in and host the show. Kane County Speaks every other Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. And his first show will be this Thursday morning at about 9:05. So listen to Brian and Kane County Speaks, and you can speak to him if you want to. And, of course, on Friday, it's our usual Friday shenanigans. Tomorrow, Sherry Senior Showcase. So another More Music Hour coming up on Wednesday morning. Sonar's back at noon today. Have a great day. Oh, looks like I get a bonus minute. Bonus minute time. I was trying to hustle. Sonar's on the air today from noon until 2. And today, in the second hour of Out to Lunch, the show will feature Leah and her new Gail Borden Library show called Open Book. So listening to that. Sonar's going to have some great guests on his show this week. 12:30 tomorrow. Julie Mann with Kane County Connects. And the public information officer for Kane County will be here in the studio with us tomorrow, 12:30 during Out to Lunch. Wednesday, it's Jennifer Fukala from the Downtown Neighborhood Association talking about the Downtown Farmers Market and more. And on Thursday, we're going to talk about Elgin Academy having a big celebration this Saturday. Now, I'm going to say, enjoy the Brian Kilmeade Show. Have a great day.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We